how's it going, folks? Welcome to the Pulse Podcast here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Nate Mullins, Connor Roush, Greg Kinn, of course, turning the dials, keeping us live on the air. And joining us in studio tonight, Tim Matthews.
Hey, what's up?
How we doing, man?
Not too bad, man. Just been living life.
Heck
Loving
yeah.
the setup here, man. This super official. It's crazy to be here right now.
Yeah.
Love it.
I appreciate you spending some time with us tonight.
Absolutely.
Just, I'm extending the invite to people that I know are a little bit more, I guess, in the social media savvy world, you know, because what we're trying to do is help you, but also have you help us a little bit, because you got quite a bit of a following yourself. I mean,
thank you.
Talk about yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
So, name's Tim. I produce music for the group Bad Luck. I go by 824. Used to go by T13, but the name 824 has like a deeper meaning to it. I won't get too much into that yet. But yeah, I produce the beats, I record the vocals, I master everything. But Burgess and Scratch are the masterminds behind it. They write all the lyrics and they rip it up, man.
That's sweet.
They kill it.
That's awesome.
So, how long you been doing music, man?
It's a tricky question. The first time I picked up a guitar, it was my older brother's. He was a kid, I was a kid. And he got a first stack guitar. I think his dad got it for him for Christmas or something. He picked it up, learned Smoke on the Water like everybody does, and then he was like, yeah, I'm not really that interested. And then I picked it up, and I just like kept noodling with it. Eventually gave up because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like,
right.
Once I learned like you have to play chords and stuff, I was like, I give up.
Yeah.
So it was high school. My buddies started a band. It was my sophomore year. It was their junior year, and there was a talent show. And they went up there, did the talent show, and I was like, dude, that's awesome. Well, then their bassist was like, hey, man, I got to step away from it. And I was like, I know how to play bass. I don't know how to play bass.
Hey, man, fake it till you make it, right?
Right.
So I ended up buying a bass for $50, learning how to play it. So I guess my origins started in high school, but I was playing more like hard rock and punk pop and all that stuff. But
pop punk for life. Come on.
Dude, absolutely, dude. But
I grew up on Blink 182, man. Like that was when I was a kid. That was my band. You know, like I grew up with them. I mean, I started listening to them before they really hit big. Like can't say I discovered. I found a CD that was like.
Yes.
I thought you were going to say you discovered them.
I discovered a CD. I will say that it was like some kind of a ska punk CD from San Diego. It was like some kind of a skate punk CD.
So it's probably like off their
just
like
a skating
early
video.
tracks.
These dudes were skating, doing a bunch of skate tricks, just like messing around. But it was like in the background there was this music, and two of the songs on there I was like, who is this?
Well, that's how
and it was
CKY
Cheshire
got
Cat. It was like two of their songs from Cheshire Cat.
Cheshire,
and I'm like, all right, I dig these guys. And then the next album they came out with Dude Ranch.
Was
that
amazing.
one blew up with the Damn It
Damn
song.
It,
and then after that it was like, all right, these guys are huge now.
Yeah,
so.
they eventually did.
And
like
then I'm getting
Always
made fun of
like
for
that.
listening to them at one point in my life because Blink 182, you know, it's like, well, come on, man. Like that's a band that I feel good about because I was listening to them before they got big, and then they got big. You know,
look
like
at Travis Barker still. He's top of the game. He's producing for MGK. He's producing for like all those top people in the game right now, man.
Yeah,
like everything's got a pop punk element to it right now. Just because of that.
That's
crazy.
You just mentioned pop punk, and I'm like, yeah, dude.
Yeah,
like,
no, I could.
You got your roots in it, you know, like
yeah.
We could talk about pop punk for a while.
Yeah, absolutely. But hip hop has always been there too, man. Like my first CD. I love this story, man. I will tell this story till the day that I die. We got that CD when I was 4, Marshall Mathers LP.
Nice.
First one. It was me and my older brother, and we were over at my Christian aunt's house. And we were playing it in her kitchen.
Oh, boy.
Dude. And, dude, it was the censored version, thank God. But, like, it's not hard to piece together what Eminem's saying in those gaps.
Yeah. I think we can all kind of figure out what they're bleeping out there.
But, like, yeah, we got a DMX CD after that. We had a Ja Rule CD. And,
oh, man, you were hard.
Yeah, dude. Like, it was, we're the hardest 4 and 8-year-olds around. Dude. Camped in our backyard in a tent listening to Rough Rider Anthem on a CD player. Dude. Yeah, it was a good time.
That's awesome.
But, no, it literally, I got so busy with work after high school and stuff that, like, I still played guitar not to the extent that I wanted to, but I learned how to play guitar after playing bass. So I eventually hung it all up, and right before COVID hit, probably like the summer of 2019, my brother and his buddy were talking about like, hey, we love rap music. We really want to start doing it. We don't have anybody to make beats. And they just kept hounding me. I was like, guys, I don't know if that's my thing. Eventually, I was like, you know what? You want to do it? Let's do it. So I started producing. It wasn't great at first, but like I was kind of figuring out because I had like a little bit of idea of what sounded good.
What program do you use?
FL Studio.
Nice.
Yep, and they are getting Logic Pro for like vocal recording.
I have Logic Pro. Let me just tell you this right now. As someone with ADD or ADHD, I get sensory overload with Logic because I have Logic Pro, and then I downloaded all the extra attachments, all the sounds, and all the stuff that everything that comes with all the bells and whistles.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
there's so much you can do that you almost get to the point where it's like it's too much.
Yeah,
you know, like so we use a graphic editing program that's kind of like dumbed down version of Photoshop.
Okay,
and when I showed this to somebody that uses Photoshop, they're like, well, yeah, that's just like the real, that's like
Photoshop.
Really dumbed down. And it's like all the stuff that you really don't really need, but you kind of, like if you're really into graphic editing, you do need.
You do, yeah.
But for what we do, we really just don't need that stuff.
What do you guys use?
I mean, we're just using some, online
Don't tell our
program.
secrets.
I'm not saying
Don't
there's no
say
secrets.
the secrets. Don't.
No secrets get out there.
I'll tell you.
We'll talk about it off the air.
I will kick you off this podcast right now.
Yeah, Greggy's like, no secrets are told. No secrets are told. But no, I mean, it's like a dumbed down version of Photoshop, and we pay for a premium version of it, But it's like
I feel like we might use
in the same way, your music programs.
Yeah.
Logic is just there's so much.
It's GarageBand.
There's so many possibilities.
That's the only way to put it. Like it is.
It's GarageBand on
X
steroids
mode.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's nuts. But yeah, they're getting that for vocal recording because like FL is good for beat making. Like it's great for like throwing sounds together and like recording guitars and recording basses and stuff like that. But with Logic, just the ability to record track after track after track without having to like go back and click on a million different things to get the next one arm to record, like it's just so much faster to record vocals there.
It is.
But like mixing,
I need to get better at it.
If only there was a studio space where people could come in and record vocals.
bro, I'm telling you, if you're offering me this right now, I will take you up on that every minute of the day.
I'm just saying that as of the end of August, the space will be available for vocal recordings.
Oh, okay. Well,
we're gonna have that
got
booth
any
in there.
vocals?
So you see the control room?
yeah.
The one across from it, there is a booth that'll be a completely sound isolated recording booth.
Yep.
Now we're not going to be able to record like drums or anything, but we can definitely do
Vocals
solo
for sure.
recordings, vocals, solo instruments, voiceover stuff.
Dude, it's gonna
That'd
be
be
dope.
amazing for like if you had like sit down acoustic sessions or
Yes.
something like a MTV Unplugged type style.
Well, not to mention, we're also going to open this studio, this video podcast studio, to people that want to do their own podcast. Yeah. We have a backdrop that we just secured. It's a 10x8 backdrop. And that'll have our logo staggered. We can set it up whenever we want, but we can also get custom-made backdrops made for you if you want to have your own show and say you don't want the Heart of Ohio sports stuff hanging up. You just want to come in here, record your own podcast.
Yeah.
And then you want to, edit it down and then post it on your own stuff. We
Yeah,
can
for
do
sure.
that. So when we open the studio, it's not, this is Heart of Ohio Sports, but it's an entity of Mullins Entertainment Productions.
No, that's awesome.
And this is Studio Squared that houses Awkwardly Wandering Studio and then also Heart of Ohio Sports Studio as well. So it's a multi-functioning space we got going on here. And
Great
it's just-
opportunity.
I
it
didn't
really
know it
is
was
a
that
great
complex.
opportunity. Yeah, for
That's
sure.
awesome, dude.
When we get things set up and everything's ready to go, when we launch this thing,
It's gonna be awesome.
people are going to love it. And it's going to be, I'm really excited. Honestly, I'm excited for my wife because what she's going to be able to do with her art classes, with offering, she's going to have a space to offer for her group paint sessions because she does like wine and draws and wine and paints. So you get your own canvas, She supplies all the easels, all the paint brushes, all that stuff. She cleans up the mess. You don't have to work. You just come in here, you paint something, you drink, you have fun with your friends. You can have a personal group. My wife does personal groups. So if you have like a party that you're planning and you want to have like, your bridesmaids, say it's like a bachelorette party and you want to do a wine and draw at your house.
You might have a bad luck
Chelsea
session.
does that kind of stuff. So I'm just saying, like, I'm excited for her. I'm excited for this space. We're really excited to get this thing going. And construction will be starting next week, folks. So just that's a heads up for everybody out there. There will be no show on Monday the 4th or Tuesday the 5th. So no Pulse podcast next week and no Mullins Over on Tuesday. I'm not sure if we're doing a over-under pod because Joey kind of ghosted me today on text messages. So I don't know what's going on with that.
Call it out.
Dude,
I called out. Called out.
Where you at, Joey?
Called out. So, but what we're doing now, I'm really excited for everything that we've got in front of us.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
with the construction coming up, you're going to see this place really start to take shape. And I'm excited for the opportunities that are going to be available for not just us, but also the community.
Yep.
Right. The opportunities that we're creating are going to be great because, Nate, just you and Chelsea alone, you guys can't be the only two people in town that were confined to your own home space to do the things that you're passionate about. So,
Exactly.
you would have killed to have a space like this,
Exactly.
Oh, I feel you.
And I know there's plenty of talented musicians in this area that have been looking for a space to record for a long time.
Bro,
I've been approached by at least a handful of people since we've announced that this is coming in, and they're already asking like, okay, when can I get in there and record?
Yeah,
when
it's
can I come in and
crazy.
record? I need to be able to record. And we got this project coming up, and it's like right now we're worried about this. We're worried about the video aspect of it,
Yes.
and getting this
Very
set up for us.
Yep.
That's a side project.
Yep.
But that's not something that I'm treating like it's just an afterthought. It's definitely going to be part of our launch.
You
and
always
it's-
focus on yourself first, man.
sure.
That's one thing I noticed with music even is like if I start to work with other people, it gets in the way of the workflow that I was having for my own stuff.
Absolutely.
It's like
Absolutely. For sure.
like not that don't forget about the other people. It's just like always
You got to prioritize, man.
yeah,
That's
take care of
absolutely right.
yourself. Take care of yourself.
Yep. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Right,
There's
for
nothing
sure.
wrong
No,
with
there
being a
is
little
not.
selfish every once in a while.
Exactly.
So, guys, Connor, anything new going on with you? You had something new coming up. I seen you post something today.
I had a big announcement.
yeah, big announcement today.
Roush Detailing
Pimping
moved.
it, pimping it.
Roush Detailing moved into a bigger, better shop today.
Nice.
Located in Fostoria, but I am treating everything the same. I'm still here for Tiffin in the community.
That's awesome.
It's just a few miles down the road.
You just got to drive a little bit.
Yep, but it's
worth it,
really
though.
it's a really easy drive in only 10, 15 minutes.
Straight
Now, this facility allows you more space because, Connor, you do all kinds of stuff. Like, you're not just doing cars
No.
or trucks.
So, like-
you're doing tractors and, like, big farm machinery. And
Yeah.
I mean, I see some of your pictures, and I'm like, man, this guy is, you're a jack of all trades when it comes to this detail stuff.
Oh yeah, so like I got a
Motorcycles?
truck in right now. I've been doing motorcycles consistently. I got a boat coming in this week, doing a boat. So
That's a new one I didn't
anything
know
and
about.
everything.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So when you talk about boat details, is that something where, okay, so somebody has an old boat that's sitting out back and they haven't messed with it in a while and they don't want to touch it and they don't know what creatures are growing inside that thing, can they just bring that into you and just have you touch it up for them?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah?
brand in and we can work the magic and get it
So-
brand new again.
It's like, I'll cut you a nice invoice
Yeah.
for that. Come on in.
Who wouldn't like to have a nice shiny boat on the water?
That's
Show
what
it
I'm saying.
off.
I see some people and, like I'll drive past a house and I'm like, why is their boat sitting in their backyard right now? Why isn't that in the lake? It's beautiful. Why aren't you out driving? And then I look at it and I'm like, I know why it's sitting there. It's been sitting there for years.
Yeah.
My dad's had a boat in the backyard for 3 years that hasn't moved.
No excuses now.
Like
Hey,
what's funny is today when I was in town on my way here, I stopped somewhere real quick and I seen a truck drive by. I'm like, man, that is like shiny. Next thing you know, they beep. It's my mom in the truck. It's like I just detailed it's my stepdad's truck. Like I just detailed it the other day. No
That's
wonder
why
why
it's
it looks
shiny.
real good.
Mine works good.
That's awesome.
But
So,
yeah, I mean, with the
big
boat
move?
coming out, yeah. I mean, I like doubled my size easily.
That's awesome.
So I've got room
upgrade.
for more expansion, and hopefully towards the end of the year we can get some hired help as well.
That's awesome. So
that's serious
big time
too.
Upgrade.
Yeah, big time.
That's good stuff.
Looking forward to the opportunity and reaching more clients, and I don't
Love
know.
it.
We'll see.
Heck yeah.
That's what's up, man.
That is awesome. So anything else new going on in your life, man? I mean, you got the,
That's
the detail
business. The detailing is the big thing.
This is your first time on the podcast, and this is 3 weeks now?
Yeah, in a while.
Because
I mean,
doing
it's
your
been
fire training, right?
me and the fire training, and then the sprint car racing.
Yes. Let's talk about Sheldon with the big $100,000 win. Now, we obviously get a little kickback because of the NOS. We get the NOS in here. You were wearing his shirt the other week.
Yeah.
So, I mean, a little bit of advertising kickback, I mean,
Yep.
$100,000. I'm cool with 1% of that. We're good with that,
Dude,
right?
it's I mean, when I said you can ask my buddy, I said going into that race, and after he won his qualifier race, he was racing for a position in the top four. So he was top 4 rows, top 8 positions. And I said, Sheldon wins this. He's buying dinner. And so he won 100K. I'm like, dinner's on Sheldon.
That's awesome. So were you there?
No, that was in South Dakota.
Oh, wow.
In Huset's.
You didn't make the trip for that?
No.
What the heck, man?
Well, what's crazy is
not a true
so
fan.
they
What's
travel.
that, Greggy?
It's not a true fan.
So they travel all over the United States, and actually I'm going to Knoxville, Iowa. So one of the big races of the season is Knoxville Nationals.
Nice.
So I'm going to go this year for a few races. Go over there and
Knoxville,
watch it.
Iowa.
When is
Yep.
that?
What in the heck?
I'll say, where's
Knoxville, Iowa.
When's
So
that?
Iowa just copies everybody's towns because
Yes.
they have a Tiffin in Iowa, don't
my
they?
God.
So what the
Yeah,
heck
so-
is that? They just let's not come up with new names. It's Iowa. Why do we need to we don't need to be creative here?
No.
It's just
Hold on a minute here, Nate. Before Connor goes taking off to any Knoxville, Iowas or anything like that, when is this happening, Connor?
This is happening August. Let's see. I'm going August 12th and 13th, which is a Friday and Saturday, and
this is
they'll
in
have
Iowa.
races. This is in Iowa, and they'll have races starting that Wednesday.
Oh, you're lucky it's not football season. Else you'd be fired right now. No vacations during football
when is that?
season.
August what?
12th and 13th.
All right, so it's a weekend before football season. So you're in the clear. You're in the clear.
We're good.
Okay.
And then, so this race was the biggest payout in South Dakota for $100,000,
Sweet.
and they announced next year for this, it's going to be a four race thing, and
So
four days in a row racing. It's the Huset's High Bank Nationals, and the winner will get $250,000.
That's all right.
So they're
That's-
jumping 150.
that's nice. I like it. 4 race thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a good TikTok clip.
I love
Greggy's laughing his ass.
I love it. I love it. He says it, then he just keeps rolling with it. He's like,
finish
finish
strong.
face
Finish strong.
I know what I want to say.
That's awesome.
Oh,
He went
man.
for a universal word. I gotta give it to him. He just pulled it off.
Hell yeah.
Hey, it worked. It worked,
No, that's
man.
good shit though.
Yeah.
I'm really into it. If you
How do I
can't tell.
angle for a ticket to this? Because this sounds like fun. I don't want to go to Iowa, but I'm talking something close. If I wanted to go watch local sprint car racing, what's the best venue in the area?
You got Attica.
Oh yeah,
Attica
Now I
is
grew
huge.
up in the Attica area, so I knew all about Attica Raceway. And you want to talk about that's premier. That's one of the best venues in the area.
And then you also got Fremont too. Fremont is a good track. So
Okay.
the two locals. And then there's Wayne County
so do they have races every weekend then?
every week. So
And when
Friday.
does that start?
Friday. So it starts. When do they start it? It's either in March or April.
Oh, sheesh.
Yeah.
They get out early.
And
So they're still racing when there's snow on the ground.
I mean,
Sometimes.
sometimes.
It's Ohio, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta do it. I know they races up in Michigan with snow.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I think they have an ice race too.
That's
But,
awesome.
Yeah.
It sounds
And
like
I know
Mario
it's-
That sounds like Mario Kart.
We throwing shells at each other.
Right. So they race Attica Friday nights and Fremont Saturday nights, and those two tracks go with each other as a series.
Nice.
So you get a weekend full of racing every week.
That's pretty sweet.
You ever do Norwalk?
Oh,
no, that's a drag strip.
Drag race.
Yeah, anything? Ever
I have not gone to Norwalk before, but that's I'm interested in going anytime. And then I heard this year they're doing.
How you gonna come on here with a NOS can and never been to Norwalk drag strip? You ain't never seen nobody hit the NOS before?
I have not actually.
Really?
For real.
It's nuts.
There we go. Hit him with it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No, I'm just. I actually, part of my family was big into racing. Art Ball is actually my second cousin or first cousin. So like it's deep in my family. I'm not, obviously I've never been into racing, but when I grew up in Attica, that's a familiar sound is hearing those race cars on Friday nights, man.
It's in his blood and his ears.
I mean,
yes.
And once it gets into you, it's hard to get away. I mean, 900 horsepower cars going around a track, some 410s. It's crazy.
Well, and then I see the video that you posted of your buddy winning, like the move that he made at the end, where he. What did he go from third to first?
He went with like 5 laps to go, he was in 6th
All right,
place.
tell us the story. Come on, Connor. 5 laps
down.
to go.
All right,
Break it down.
So this is a 40-lap feature,
Nice.
and Sheldon started 7th, and he pretty much stayed 7th.
So you don't even need to watch the first 35.
No,
just the
not
last 5.
You need to watch last
Zone in.
5
There you go.
laps.
Last 5 laps.
So we're sitting in 7th place and move up to 6, and then we
Okay.
got about 3 laps to go. We move up to 3rd, and then we go around, and into turns 3 and 4, Sheldon gets really close to 1st and 2nd place cars, and they're going on the final lap. White flag was out, and on turns 1 and 2, he took his high side, and with the momentum he got, I mean, he just slingshotted right around them, and
that was
next thing you know, $100,000 richer.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Man, that was one hell of a move. The way he got around those dudes.
It was so smooth too. I mean, I said on Facebook, like, as of to this date, that's the move of the year.
For real.
And there's been
He's
so
right.
many races of the year contenders, and you wouldn't believe Sheldon's been a part of a lot of those already.
That's awesome.
And he's
Would
so
you say-
aggressive and a
Would
really
you say
good
that
racer to
he's the
watch.
best left turner in this area?
I mean, dude, he's got big shoes to fill too because of his dad. I mean, the wild child, Jack Haudenschild. Mm-hmm. So
Well, that Haudenschild family.
it's the
I mean,
yeah.
I've
that's
seen
a
stickers.
big time family.
I don't know much about him, but I've seen bumper stickers all over town, dude.
I mean,
Wasn't there
the
a-
Haudenschild name
Greggy,
around
didn't you
here
talk
is
about a
huge.
Ricky Haudenschild or something?
I went to school with the Haudenschild, yeah, but I don't know if he's related or not. But
Was
I
he
love.
a racer?
I don't think so, but I love these nicknames.
He used to race you
man.
down the hallways, didn't he?
Only left
I'll
turns.
race you to lunch.
Only left turns down the hallway.
But Jack had a brother that raced, and
Yeah?
he didn't get as big as Jack did, but there's rumors that he actually was a better racer than Jack.
I'll be damned.
Uh-oh.
I'll
That's a
be
call
damned.
out.
Called out. You got called out.
So it's in the family, for sure.
Runs in the family. At least something runs in the family, right?
Yeah, you have
Somebody runs in
you
it.
have to make it to a race, especially when they're in town. Like I said, I told you that date,
Will you
Tuesday,
send me an
July
invite?
12th. I will.
Send
Yep.
me an invite whenever you're going to a race. I want to go with you so I get the whole experience.
Yeah, well, if you want
Pit
a hell of
crew.
an
I want full
experience,
access. I want to put my camera up and get some footage, and
If you
we'll
want-
put it on Heart of Ohio Sports.
if
We'll
you
make a
want
whole
a-
episode.
my
we'll do
first-
a mulling it over from
Attica
the racetrack.
Raceway Park.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
That'd be
Come on,
sick.
Connor.
let's do this.
Let's do this. That sounds like plans are made already. All right.
Yep.
I'll be waiting for the invite.
She's already sitting over here like, oh no.
Connor's like, damn it. What did I get myself into?
Too much pressure.
All right, so we did have some topics that we wanted to talk about tonight. Sports world. We'll dig into the sports world right now. We talked about your music, but we didn't talk about you have some music coming out soon,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, I
Before
do.
we get into sports, let's talk about your new music you have debuting soon.
Okay, so July 8th, I have a song coming out called Here for the Summer. I recorded it with my friend. She goes by Salem. Amazing first time I've gotten to record female vocals. it's the first time I've ever had like a really feel good song, you know, like we've hit the sad songs, we've hit like the angry songs, but there's never been like any room for like happy songs because we started when COVID hit, you know. It's all been really, really sad stuff. So yeah, I figured, hey, it's time for something that we can listen to in the summer when it's warm. We need a little bit of happiness going, man. So I was like, let's try to make a summer love song. It came out, like I got my verse written, and I was like, okay, I need somebody else. And I was like, I want a female. Like,
well, if it's a love song, you got to have a female.
I was like, I want like both ends of the story. Right. I want both sides. Like, it can't just be like me talking to nobody. So
I dig it.
I talked to her, and she was immediately down for the idea when I was super stoked. And within a week, we had it recorded, we had it mixed, and I've just kind of been sitting on it waiting for the right time, and I think it's the right time.
That's dope.
That's awesome.
Do you need that?
When's it coming out?
July 8th.
Oh, it's coming out July 8th, so you don't have it posted
No
yet.
world premiere tonight. We'll wait.
I was gonna say,
maybe we'll have you come on for the world premiere.
That'd be fun.
July 8th is a what? Let's see. That is a Friday. So how about for Thursday, July 7th, you come on with us and we'll do a little debut where we just play it one time before it actually drops the next day.
That'd be amazing.
That'd be cool.
Because it would come out right at midnight, so that wouldn't be too long after.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So once again, I mean, I really want to encourage everybody to like listen up when I say this. This is not just a sports channel. Yes, it's called Heart of Ohio Sports, but we really want to extend the invite to everybody out there in the community, especially the art community. As you know, I always try to promote the arts. My wife is an artist. I consider myself somewhat of an artist at one point in time, at least in life. Yep. Music artist.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I like to promote local artists, whether they're, you know, visual artists or performing artists.
Yeah.
And so if you have any kind of music that you want to debut, you want to put it out there, you want to talk about anything you've got coming up, please hit me up. When we're not doing sports like broadcasts, don't think that this is just sports related content. We're trying to be more than just sports here.
You didn't have to be humble about it. Didn't you run like a whole festival?
Hey, we'll just keep that on the down low, you know? I mean, that was a lot of fun, but it's just like I try not to toot my own horn, man.
I get that.
When it comes down to it, like,
but when you deserve it, you deserve it.
Well, when it comes down to it, that thing didn't end the way I wanted it to.
I get that.
I'll just say that much.
I get that.
I'll just leave it at that.
Yep, I get that.
And so, like, yes, I can still say that we did a lot of positive things with that.
Yep.
But still leaves a sour taste in my mouth.
But I will say, being one of the people that attended pretty much all of those days have brought some of the greatest memories of my life.
Oh, for sure.
Because, like,
we had Hawthorne Heights playing at the park.
Bro, Survey says...
Hawthorne Heights played here. Survey says played here.
They're in a... Henry and his brother from Survey says are in a new band called Keep Flying. Look at those numbers and just think they were small when they were here. And you brought them here for people to enjoy.
For sure.
You did that with a lot of bands, dude.
Well, and I can't take all the credit for Survey Says because, I mean, we worked with Matt Cavell at the time, and Matt was fucking awesome to work with.
Yeah.
He was one of the coolest guys that I ever worked with the festival because he understood how we worked.
Yeah.
He understood what I expected of him, and he just did what was expected of him. He was one of the best workers, one of the best people I've ever worked with in that regard was I didn't have to hold his hand and tell him what to do and give him instructions and give him a run sheet for his... No, he just took it and ran with it. Hey, here's your opportunity. This is what I'd like from you. And he just ran with it. And Matt did such a phenomenal job when
dude
he worked
knows his
with us.
music. He loves it. It's a passion, dude. He'll do whatever it takes.
When he moved away and I wasn't able to have him booking stages for us anymore, it kind of took a little bit out of what we were doing. Because he had a lot of originality in what he was doing with the bands that he had, the connections that he had, you know, like he did not book cover bands. It was all original bands.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And that's why we vibed together so well was in the beginning when we first started doing the Music and Art Festival for the first couple years, it was all original. We didn't book any cover bands because we wanted to promote local artists.
And it was awesome.
We wanted to give them a stage And we always looked at it like, I'd much rather give a guy a solo performer who's getting up there with his guitar and just playing a song that he wrote from his heart. I'd much rather give that stage to him, even if it's a big stage, than give it to a cover band who's up there playing somebody else's music.
Yep.
And, towards the end, that message got lost. And that's kind of why, that when you bring up the festival, it just leaves me with a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth. Because, we had a real good vision with how we wanted that thing to go. And it just got kind of lost along the way. And that happens. It really does, because here's why. You start to get a lot of different people involved and a lot of different people's opinions and perspectives come into play. And initially, it was just, a handful of people that were putting that together, and that's where all the ideas were coming from. Mm-hmm. The more we expanded the people involved with the festival preparations, the more it was like everybody had their own opinion, and this is what I think, this is what we should do, this is that. So, I got off on a little bit of a tangent there with the festival, but, when you bring that up, I don't want to take credit for anything, and I don't want to toot my own horn because...
No, I totally understand.
But at the same time, we want to promote local artists. That's been my goal since I've started doing anything in this community is I really want to try to give local artists a platform so that they can succeed, because that's all I've ever wanted in life is just a platform to succeed.
It feels good to help others while you're trying to get there too,
I'm not even there yet, but I want to give the opportunities that I have to other people.
Let's come up together.
Absolutely. Let's build this together.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of this.
There's so many artists hating on each other.
That's
just it's just crazy.
Toxic. We have to get away from that culture. I'm serious. You want to hate on what we're doing? Fine. That's great. But why are you watching?
Yeah.
For real.
Thanks for the view.
Thanks for the view. I know. Thanks for the numbers. For real. I'm past that. I'm past that shit. And that's a shit mentality to have. Mm-hmm. If you're going through life trying to find things to hate on, sorry, man, but you just, I mean, great.
Reach.
Good job.
Absolutely.
I got nothing for you.
Nope.
Yep.
So.
Yes, sir.
But what we're trying to do with this studio, I'm really excited about. Let's have you on next Thursday.
Yes.
All right. So that's Thursday, July 7th. Tim Matthews is going to come on with us. Debut his new
be awesome, man.
music.
For sure, man. I'm stoked.
New song.
Be the first ones to hear it.
And what's the song called?
Here for the Summer.
Here for the Summer. So that's once again next Thursday, July 7th. Tim Matthews, world premiere of Here for the Summer, featuring who once again?
Her name is Salem. It's her artist name.
There you go. So Tim Matthews featuring Salem. Don't even worry about it. Yep. That's good. We're good. So once again, thanks. Once again for coming on with us, and appreciate your time.
Thank you for giving me the platform to do this.
Want to hang out for a little bit longer?
Yeah.
Hang out?
I'm absolutely
Let's talk about some more stuff here. Absolutely.
Let's get weird.
Let's get some different topics going here. So I wanted to give you the opportunity to promote your music, but now let's talk about sports.
Absolutely.
First topic.
What I can.
First topic I wanted to talk about. You got Stanley Cup Finals just finished up. The Avalanche win the Stanley Cup Finals. They were the preseason favorite. And Connor, you told me a stat before we got on the air tonight. What was that stat again?
They were the first team ever as a preseason favorite to win the Stanley Cup.
First time it's ever happened. That's crazy to me.
What's up?
Look
usually
how long
Vegas
it's been around.
odd makers are really good at that kind of stuff. Hockey is one of those sports that's so unpredictable.
It is. Yes.
Especially from the beginning of the season to the end, you just never know. It's what, an 80-game season?
About, yeah.
That's an aggressive schedule.
Yeah. And that's about NBA-style schedule.
Yeah. It is.
Very on par with the NBA as far as their scheduling.
Yep.
So, I mean, because the NBA just wrapped up their season, and then not even a week later, NHL's done.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I don't know anything about hockey other than I watch the game, and I like the fights, and I pick a team while I'm watching. It's
pretty much.
Yeah. I like those guys because of the way they're playing. Oh, they're down. Oh, darn. You know what? Whatever.
Yeah. Right.
It doesn't matter to me. But as I'm watching this series unfold, this is the first time I've really gotten into hockey in a while because it's on ESPN now.
Yes, it is.
It's on ESPN Plus.
Yep.
So I've been watching it more because it's on a major network now. And I feel like this season I've been watching more than I ever had before. And what happened to the fights, man? What happened?
Just soft.
I'm sitting here watching these games, and I'm like, okay, anytime now they're gonna break out in a fight. Somebody's gonna fight somebody.
Right? No, not like it. Not like he used
Now,
to.
is this one of those situations, Connor, where they say, okay, you're on the main stage, you're on the big stage now. This is the Stanley Cup Finals. We don't want no fighting. If you fight, you're done. Are they trying to clean up the sport, you think?
I mean, I think they just want to keep the game moving on.
Because you're my hockey guy, right? You're a hockey guy?
A little bit.
A little bit?
I mean, that's kind of one of the lower sports. I mean, I probably am about in the same seat as you in the hockey.
Okay.
I mean, whenever
Who's your favorite
it comes
team?
to tournament team, I really don't have a favorite team.
No?
I mean, I'm really impressed on how Colorado did this year.
Okay.
I didn't realize how good they were. To see like going into the Stanley Cup, they swept the series before, and then they faced a Tampa Bay Lightning team that
two-time defending Stanley Cup champions.
Yeah, they were defending their title, and then 2 years in a row going in third year, and to shut them down.
Yeah,
I think
it was in Tampa too.
I got
Here's
a
an
stat.
Go ahead,
I got a stat
Greg.
for you, Nate. You were talking about less fights that you see in the NHL, right?
Yeah.
Well, they did a study in the 2018-2019 season. It said there were 65% fewer fights per game than the 2010-2011 season.
Wow.
Huh.
Whoa.
They're getting soft.
Well, that, and I guess like one of the study things was basically saying that audiences don't want to see it anymore.
Shut up.
That they'd rather just see a faster, more competitive game.
Whatever.
They're not interested.
You
in the
tell that
violence.
to the same fans who are everybody. What was the main talking point today? The brawl between the Mariners and the Angels yesterday.
Man.
Everybody, all I heard about. Everybody wanted to talk about that today.
Oh yeah.
But why? Because people love to watch that.
Fights.
They
Yes.
like watching fights.
Who
You can't
doesn't love
tell
a
me
fight?
that whoever did that survey, fans don't want to see that anymore. I'd love to find that guy. I bet he's real fun at parties.
Let's bring him on this
People
podcast.
aren't interested in violence anymore, guys.
Conflict is entertainment.
Yeah, that's why the UFC's doing so well and boxing's on an upswing.
Yeah.
And
It's like
yeah, people don't want to see.
No.
We don't want to see fighting anymore.
Like
no violence.
Since I don't watch hockey so much, like looking at it from like somebody who doesn't like actually watch the sport too much, like I pick a favorite team, go on with it. Like I might watch a game here or there. If I'm watching like any kind of like big game as an outsider, I'm expecting to see a fight, and if I don't see it, I'm gonna leave disappointed.
Yeah.
Because like I'm not here for the sport really.
Right.
Like I care about.
If you're not scoring a goal a minute, I want to see some fights.
Like
I tell you what,
I can check my phone at the end of the game and see who won and get the same enjoyment out of it.
if you want to almost guarantee that you see a fight at a sporting event, just take old Tommy Hall with you. let him get the crowd around you all riled up. Get some guys turning around, staring at you. Really, bro?
Yeah,
really?
You got to show that video from the Pittsburgh game
Oh,
on here.
that has to happen.
That has to be shown.
We have to
we
show
should have
that.
bags on our heads.
Oh man,
Because we're an embarrassment.
Greggy, that's got to happen on a show one time. We have to show the full video in its entirety.
I have to dig for it on Facebook.
We'll have to
Find
dig
it
that
there.
one up.
Yeah.
It's so I might have
The
it saved.
famous Tommy rant. How many views did that get? Like 30,000 views?
It had a lot. Yeah,
I'm
it had
serious.
a lot of
That's
views.
crazy.
Like he posted in like a Browns group or something, and it just blew up.
I know it had at least 10,000 views. I know that. It had to have. But it was crazy the way it blew up because everybody was just like, oh, shut up. Listen to this guy. It was so funny
He's
because,
just
like,
wasted rambling.
Greggy, weren't you the one that was taping it?
Yep.
Greggy's taping it, and Tommy's just going on this rant. Brooke's just staring at her phone,
No,
watching the phone.
First thing he did was hang up on Brooke's dad.
She's
He
on
like
the phone with
he
Brooke's.
yelled into the phone and was like, F you, and then hung up the phone.
And then, like, Greggy pans the camera around, and there's, like, two fans sitting in the stands with garbage bags over their heads.
They had the
like,
brown paper
bags over their heads.
Walking down the steps.
And Tommy's like, oh, we deserve to have paper bags over our heads.
Pittsburgh, you never did anything. Never did anything ever.
Chuck, no.
Dude, he was cracking me up. Tommy is always a good time in the Cleveland Browns game, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Give him some of that West Virginia water and watch him go.
West Virginia water.
I can't even say what his favorite catchphrase was the last time we went to a game.
Oh, man.
I'll tell you, it ended in sucker.
Yeah.
Wild times. I love it. I love it.
Trip.
But no, did you know that okay, so the owner of the Avalanche, the owner of the Avalanche is the same exact owner of the Los Angeles Rams, Stan Kroenke.
Really?
Yeah. So he won a Super Bowl. He won a Super Bowl and a Stanley Cup in the same year.
Wow, I didn't even think about that.
Think about that.
That's huge.
So he's got a Lamar Hunt trophy and he's got Sir Stanley.
Did you see? They said Colorado
Those are the two most
said,
coveted trophies in all of sports.
Right?
Like, I guess the World Series trophy, kind of, but not really. Like, that's not nearly as coveted as
you're there for the
Lombardi trophy.
And you're there for the Stanley.
And the Stanley.
And look have you seen how the Stanley has progressed over the years? The size of the trophy?
Well, I mean,
it's insane.
Chelsea pointed it out yesterday whenever they were skating around with it. She's like, that thing's huge. She's like, oh, it has all their names engraved on it. I'm like, yeah.
Every year.
Every Stanley Cup winner ever has their name engraved on it.
You get the team, the year, and then at least every name on the team.
I know.
Yeah. You see Colorado set the new record for denting it the quickest.
What?
They were on the ice with it, and the dude went in for a photo, slipped, hit in the bottom of it, dented a little
What
bit.
is it with these photographers and slipping and... Remember the photographer at the Rams parade? Where she was trying to get a picture of...
she fell off the stage.
Matt Stafford and Kelly Stafford. Then she
Yep.
falls off the stage. Matt Stafford's like,
Not my problem.
Everybody gave Stafford trash.
He's trash. What's he going to do?
Right?
We have all
hammered. Let me just jump down there and help you. Like, come on.
And then
we have all been in that situation at some point.
Right?
We've been way too wasted. Man.
You see somebody biff it and you just go,
I am not a responsible adult right now. Don't look at me.
that wasn't me.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, right?
It's like, I am not in the condition to deal with that. I'm sorry.
I'm just going to pretend that didn't happen. And where's my Super Bowl trophy at?
Yeah.
So, Deshaun Watson. We got to talk about it.
Who?
Yeah. Reggie, that's the second time you've done this tonight. Who? Huh? So, Deshaun Watson. It's rumored that the NFL is trying to seek an indefinite suspension.
I seen that.
Indefinite suspension for Deshaun Watson, which would mean that either A, they want to have him suspended for at least a full year, or B, they want him to get suspended until he gets all this stuff settled, whatever's going on. The NFL looks at this thing like a giant black eye. They don't want this.
No.
And I don't blame them.
I don't think they have much more room for many more.
You see they're trying to put it on the Texans as well.
And here's the thing. I think a lot of people are looking at this and they're saying, you got this Deshaun Watson situation, which is pretty, when you look at the facts of it, it's pretty black and white. But then you also have situations involving other owners in the league.
Yep.
There's a situation involving Dan Snyder, situation involving Robert Kraft, where it's pretty much the exact same situation.
For real.
Yep.
And so now the NFLPA has come out and said, okay, well, you want this indefinite suspension? Well, we're going to fight against you. And we're going to say, well, why don't you hold these people accountable?
Yeah.
Because you have, in the past, almost the exact same scenario, Robert Kraft going to a massage parlor, getting the exact same treatment that Deshaun Watson was seeking.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Now, you could say that maybe he didn't imposition himself in the exact same way. Treatment. Yes, it's treatment, damn it. He's trying to get a massage. What do you want? What do you want from me?
It just makes me laugh.
What do you want from me? He's trying to get a damn massage. Come on.
This doofus Robert Kraft walked in and be like, oh, yeah, I'd like the special treatment.
I'd like the professional treatment. You have your finest professional. I need some treatment.
Specialty.
But no, so the NFLPA is supposed to be backing the players. In this instance, Watson has now settled, since the last time we did a podcast, he's settled 20 out of the 24
Yep.
cases, whatever you want to call them.
Yep.
That means there's still 4 that are in litigation or in limbo, whatever you want to call it. the NFL wants those to go away before they'll deal with this. And I don't think those women involved in those cases want to settle for what he's offering. Because from what I understand, this is a rumor. I don't know if this has been proven or not. I haven't seen whether it has been proven because I doubt they will find out for sure. But the rumor is all 20 of those cases combined settled out for $2.2 million. So that means each one of those women got about $100,000 apiece.
For NFL standards, that's
so when you're talking about settlements for,
true.
You're talking about sexual assault allegations, and now he's going to settle outside of court for $100,000 with each of these women. To me, that says that, it's not as credible. There's not as much evidence in those cases.
Yeah.
Now, maybe in these these other 4 cases, maybe there's more evidence. Maybe these women have a better case, and maybe, they see this as, no, I don't want to settle. I want to continue with this.
Yeah.
Either way, the way that this is playing out, you've had 2 different grand juries that both have said there's not enough evidence to indict him. They haven't. The common misconception right now is everybody's saying, well, these 2 grand juries found him not guilty. No, they didn't find him not guilty. They didn't have enough evidence to indict him, which means there's no cameras in those rooms when they're doing this stuff. So obviously they don't have anything other than text messages or like any kind of physical bodily harm or anything. They don't have any evidence in these cases. So that's the hard part you're dealing with, because the NFLPA is sitting there saying, there's evidence of Robert Kraft. There's a video of Robert Kraft getting a rub and tug.
I think I remember
in a massage parlor. And that never saw the light of day. That never saw the light of day. Remember the rumor at that time? Oh man, imagine if you see big old walrus Robert Kraft sitting on a table.
That's what it was.
You know what I mean?
I must have imagined it after reading that, because I was like, oh my God, that'd be horrifying.
I'm just saying, like, at the time, there was so much evidence lined up against him, and then it was just kind of like, just sweep that under the rug. And, that just went away. And, later on down the road, you find out he got fined $500,000, and he got suspended from a couple games from going to, like, his own games. I think it was like a 4-game suspension or something from going to his own games. Oh, my gosh, he has to watch from his mansion.
Poor guy.
Poor guy.
He has to watch from the massage parlor.
From his massage.
Poor guy doesn't even have to leave.
I'm feeling really down today.
Hey, Greg.
I'm feeling really down today, guys. Can I get the special treatment?
I need that special treatment. Professional.
He's so old.
Professional treatment.
It's so creepy.
He's
an old creep.
But do you guys understand what I'm saying, though? Like,
what
is obviously, this is a delicate subject. So, like, I try to tread lightly with this. It's really hard to navigate these waters because I don't like being a victim blamer. I don't like being that person. I'd hate that kind of person. But in this situation, you have to look at the facts. You have to look at all the evidence that's presented itself. And when you look into the case, at least the evidence that's been presented to the public, there's not a whole lot of legs to stand on here for his accusers. Yeah. They don't have a whole lot that they can use in the courtroom. Like, that's the key to this whole situation. When they go into the courtroom, what do they have to use against him?
Right.
And it doesn't look like they have a whole lot. Now, if the NFL lobbies for a full year suspension, okay, and say this new arbitrator, whatever, this person that's in charge of suspensions, this person is supposed to be a judge or whatever, if this person decides, okay, we're going to suspend him for a full year, what happens after a year and these court cases come out and he gets proven innocent?
Yeah, will there be some sort of compensation for him?
Well, the NFL is going to get sued by Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
It's happened before.
What about me as a fan?
That's what's going on with John Gruden right now. John Gruden is suing the NFL for $100 million because
they targeted him out.
And there's no real evidence. And not only that, but they basically focused all their search on just him opposed to like, okay, that's an issue that you want to take seriously. Why not try to clamp down on it league-wide and try to see if that's really going on everywhere?
Yep.
Because you can't tell me John Gruden's the only guy sending racist messages and emails within the entire NFL. It doesn't. I'm sorry, but that's not.
No, you're right.
And
People are scummier than they let themselves look.
And you can't tell me Deshaun Watson's the only guy in the NFL that's getting a rub and tug from a massage artist.
The NFL likes to try to sweep these things under the rug as fast as they can, but that doesn't mean that's the right way of handling it.
All I'm saying is every single one of these women he recruited through Instagram, thanks to the Houston Texans. They facilitated this, and they helped him book a lot of these women. They gave him the room to do the massages in and all this. You know, like, it's a sticky situation. It's really...
Oh, no.
Nope. Why? Why would you walk right into that?
I went there. All right, let's move on. Seriously, though, if you're the NFLPA, in this case, you have something to fight for. You have something to fight for. This is your job. You're the NFLPA. You're supposed to stand for the players. Yeah. And in this instance, I don't see how they wouldn't be fighting as hard as they can. Did you hear the rumor that the NFLPA, the NFL, and Deshaun and his lawyers all got together to try to negotiate discipline?
Oh.
Did you hear that, Greggy?
No, I did not hear that.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's an article out there where I'm almost positive it was Friday or Saturday, where they talked about they were negotiating his suspension or his discipline. It was the NFLPA, the NFL. I'm pretty sure Roger Goodell was involved, and Deshaun Watson and his lawyers were all involved trying to negotiate his suspension. Yeah, see, NFL and Players Union negotiating Watson deal.
Yahoo.
So
yeah.
This is like the new CBA. Roger Goodell's not the guy anymore that is like the end all be all, the sheriff for all, the disciplinary actions in the NFL. Mm-mm. Now it'll all go through a different person who's basically just like, she's a former judge, she's a former lawyer, it's a woman, and she's very like by the book, I've heard.
Oh boy.
Like very like standard protocol, standard procedures. So
good. But
when I look at this on the surface, it's like, okay, well, what do they really have on him?
Right.
That's why they're negotiating.
Which they
when in the NFL history have you ever heard of them negotiating for someone's discipline? Oh, we're going to sit you down, Deshaun. Let's talk about this. How many games you want to be suspended for, Deshaun? I don't know, maybe none.
Yeah.
It's like asking somebody, hey, how much you want to pay for this car? How about 0? Well, that's not really part of the
negotiation.
Well, you asked me.
It's got to start somewhere, right? It's got to start somewhere. But no, I mean, if you're in this situation, if you're in this position, if you're Deshaun Watson and you're his lawyer, I'm riding this out.
Yeah.
And honestly, I challenge everything to the fullest extent. To this point, what's he got to lose?
If he thinks that he can get away with it if he did something, then he's going to ride it out anyways.
I think the settlements for the 20 out of the 24 women were encouraged by the NFL after this disciplinary meeting.
Probably.
The NFL was like, all right, hey, let's sit down. Now, this is what we would like you to do. These are the things we would like to go away. Mm-hmm. You need to make this go away in order for us to even sit down and talk about this.
Yeah.
And so he did that. Then they sit down and talk about discipline. And then now it's the next step. And I feel like in the end, after all is said and done, now initially I do feel like it's going to be an indefinite suspension or a year-long suspension.
Oh, yeah.
But then the NFLPA is going to fight for Deshaun Watson.
Are we supposed to find this out tomorrow?
No, that's when they meet is tomorrow.
Okay.
They said it could take anywhere from a week to all the way up until training camp for this woman to decide.
Wow.
Good Lord.
But I say, if I'm Deshaun Watson and I'm his lawyers, I just ride this all the way out as long as you can. Because they've really got nothing.
No.
They got nothing. And if
and
they
you can only go so far with
then it would have been shown already. It would have been known already. Am I saying that the guy is a saint? No. Am I admitting that he probably did do some creepy stuff? Yeah,
Maybe.
probably.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
But am I also admitting that I'm also saying that he can't be the only one in the NFL doing that. No. That doesn't justify the behavior. But at the same time, if you're going to clamp down on him, now you have to open the investigation to the entire NFL. Yep. Now you have to open up this, okay, who else is getting a bunch of different massages from a bunch of different massage women?
Yeah, because
this can't be the only time. Because the Texans booked all these women through Instagram. He booked all these women through Instagram. Yep. It was a modeling service that was set up to look like massage therapists. These women weren't even licensed massage therapists. They were just massage therapists. So they weren't licensed.
Can't that get them in trouble?
No, because you can still practice massage without a license.
But it's just you're basically saying that's not their main job. Like, it isn't like he just called up a licensed massage therapist and was like, hey, I need the treatment. Wink, wink.
So
exactly.
Like, I can't believe you.
Models up front. Yes. On the side.
Well, and I mean, they're posting pictures of themselves scantily on Instagram,
right?
But advertising as a massage therapist, as a masseuse. Hey, massage is $60 an hour or whatever. I don't know how the prices are. Yeah. Whatever.
Right.
Anyways, what do you think's going to happen? If you had to guess right now.
If I had to guess, I'd have to guess you're probably right.
I think after all is said and done, they're going to give him a year suspension. The NFLPA is going to fight, and they'll get that knocked down to about 8 games. I think 8 games is what you're looking at right now.
Not to bring up old news, but what happened to Ben Roethlisberger when all that shit?
That had evidence.
What happened?
There was evidence there, and they just brushed that under the rug. Now, that was a different time.
I was going to say, I remember it just going away.
That was a different time period, though.
It was,
You're talking about 15. That was 15 years ago, man. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm just saying, though, it was a different time period.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Since then, you've had the Me Too movement. You've had a lot of this coming to light, and now, it's a good thing. It's a really good thing that this is coming to light. So, it's exposing some of the seedy behavior behind the scenes that, women have been exposed to for decades. And finally, now men are they're being held accountable for it. Yeah, but at the same time,
Urban Meyer back in the day would have done what he did, he'd probably still have a job.
Oh my! That wasn't even a lap dance. He just had a girl grinding on him.
Right, he'd still have a job.
I don't even think she knew that she was grinding on him. I think she thought it was another guy. She was probably like, "Ew, Urban, he's old. Why am I grinding on this old guy?" You know what I mean? I'm just saying,
right? Yeah, no, for sure.
Why would she want to be grinding on an 0-3 coach at the time?
Right?
Who wants that? He was still wearing his Ohio State shirt. He was. That was the saddest video I've ever seen.
Remember me, guys?
I can't believe you just called him out like that. 0-3 coach.
0-3 coach.
Who would be grinding on an 0-3 coach?
I'm just saying.
We're gonna find a loser tonight.
Oh man.
I think he's got money. Yeah, but he's 0-3. Ugh.
Yeah. Oh. And he smells like he's 0-3.
He's old and 3.
He's old and 3.
Old and 3. But yeah, the Deshaun Watson thing. I guess we're just kind of wait and see how this plays out.
Yeah, it's a touchy subject, and I guess the only real true thing to do with it is just wait and see what happens.
Yeah.
I hate that we have to turn stuff like this into a reality show almost. Just it's I can't wait to see what happens next because it's so weird, bro, to watch other people's lives like that.
It is weird. This is a TMZ BS story.
Much.
I'm sorry. I know. I'm not trying to take anything away from women or anything. I'm not trying to objectify women or anything when I say
absolutely.
that.
Yeah.
But it's this is a TMZ story. It has nothing to do with sports, and yet it's as a Browns fan, okay?
Yes.
As a Browns fan, I feel dirty, okay? I see memories with Baker from a year ago or 2 years ago where I'm sharing memories of Baker Mayfield, and I'm like, this is our quarterback of the future. This is our guy. We love Baker. And then now it's I feel so dirty.
Why does everybody feel like that about Baker? I don't get it.
Yeah, this is a good topic because you want to talk about Baker.
I still don't get it, and I still think he could be the guy. Everybody has a bad season, and he was hurt a lot of last season.
You still think he could be the guy? I never thought he could be the guy.
He can't be the guy. you're gonna hate this. He could be their guy.
Okay, let me just break this down for you real quick as a Browns fan. Okay, I never thought Baker Mayfield was ever going to be or ever was any better than a top 5 quarterback.
Right.
And that's like pushing it. Like he would have never made it to that top 5 conversation in my
No.
like best case scenario for Baker, top 10. Like he's
Rivers.
a top 10 quarterback. He's like a Phillip Rivers.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that's the kind of quarterback that he kind of reminds me of. Like just a little bit of moxie, but Phillip Rivers had a cannon on him.
Yeah, he did.
And he was a little bit taller than Baker, but Baker has this like, you know what really the problem was with Baker? He pissed a lot of people off.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
And he had this attitude like, I don't care. What are you going to do about
Like
it?
I'm Baker Mayfield.
I'm Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, I can see
I
that.
got this big old chip on my shoulder. That's how I got the Heisman Trophy. That's how I went from walk-on to number 1 overall pick.
Yeah.
Because I'm Baker Mayfield. What are you going to do about it? I'll plant my flag right in your sister's ass.
No one's better than me.
No, I'm just saying, like, Baker had this attitude that rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. I know a lot of Browns fans that were Buckeye fans, never rooted for him. Absolutely hated him.
Oh, they wouldn't.
Why? Because he planted some flag at Buckeye Stadium.
Hey, I literally never cared about that. Yeah,
Who
I was
cares?
like, I was like,
For real, I did not care about that.
Yeah, no,
What
for
I
sure.
cared about is I thought he was going to be another Johnny Manziel. The night that they drafted him number 1 overall,
I did too.
Greg, you remember?
Oh my God!
I was
You were
so
so
upset.
pissed.
so
pissed.
upset. I was like, they messed it up. How did they mess it up? I don't know how they messed it up. I wanted either Sam Darnold or Josh Allen. And I really wanted Josh Allen, but then I talked myself into Sam Darnold because it sounded like he was the pick.
Yeah.
It sounded like that's the guy. That's the number 1 overall pick. That's the guy. Okay, all right, I'll talk myself into him. I wanted Josh Allen because he reminded me of Ben Roethlisberger. Now look at him. He's way better than Ben ever
Yeah,
was, you know? But like at the time, Baker was the last guy on my list. Absolute last. I looked at Baker like I saw Johnny Manziel and the same way I looked at Zach Wilson last year.
Yes.
Zach Wilson is going to be a bust. Let me just say that. There's no doubt about that. If he comes out and balls out this year, hey, I'll eat my words, whatever.
Right.
But I look at Baker, and when they drafted him, I was like, oh, God, we got another Johnny. Like 6 foot, cocky, runs his mouth, got arrested, like all this, whatever. Being drunk on a video, mouthing off to cops, and then grabbing his crotch during a game, barking at Kansas fans. And then when they drafted him, after about a week, I start talking myself into it. It's like, all right, well, he's on the team. You can't take the draft pick back. You can't undraft him. All right, so this is going to be our guy. So you got to embrace it. And then I'm like, all right, I like that guy. I like his attitude. I like how he's spunky and funky.
And being like, what?
Yeah.
Like I just watched him convince himself.
Yeah, I had to. He's wearing a Browns uniform. I had to. It's like, I'm not going to not root for my favorite team, so I had to figure something out. So I convinced myself, all right, this is going to be the guy. And then I remember the first time he got in a game, I still had that in the back of my head, like, this guy is going to fuck this up. Somehow, he's going to screw this up. He's going to look like a little shit. And then he comes out and he starts just firing darts in that Jets game. And I'm like,
Bam.
okay, we might have something here. And the more we watch the guy through that first year, he goes through this progression of like he starts to figure it out, and then teams start to figure him out.
They built a whole team around him.
And then they fire the coach, and then Freddie Kitchens takes over, and they take off at the end of that year, that first year. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe we might have something here. This kid might be the guy. It's rookie record for touchdown passes.
Right.
And he missed 2 starts. So you think about that, like he had a chance to throw for even more.
Yeah.
Like Justin Herbert owns that record now. What if Baker had 2 more games?
Yeah.
You never know what could have happened. He could.
That's correct.
I'm just saying. But when I saw Baker, when they drafted him, I hated him. Hated the pick. Talked myself into it the more I went into the season, that first season especially. And then when they traded for Odell, it's like this fever just happened.
It was
You
amazing.
trade for Odell, you get all these other pieces, you get Kareem Hunt, and And it's like, all right, this is coming together. This might
as a
be
Browns
something.
fan, like you've probably never had a feeling like that in your life.
When they traded for Odell,
Just seeing, it
was almost like when LeBron came back to Cleveland.
Like getting
It was
him
this
Landry,
close to that.
Joe.
It literally was like that close to what that was. Because we had Landry the year before.
Yes.
Landry was there Baker's rookie year.
Yeah.
So you had Landry, and they had Chubb.
Yep.
They had Denzel. But then the next year you get Kareem Hunt in the offseason, and then you get Odell Beckham.
Yep.
You think about those two guys, where they were at in that portion of their career. I mean, you're coming off of like 2 years ago, these guys were all pros.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yep.
And now you're adding them to an already talented core.
Very good.
We thought, shit, Super Bowl.
Who's going to stop them?
I swear, everybody that year was like, Super Bowl, let's go Browns. And then Freddie Bathrooms comes out and messes everything up. And
No, not Freddie Bathrooms.
yeah, Freddie Bathrooms.
Oh man.
How you
then-
gonna do him like that?
I didn't want to blame Baker for that year. So when they came back, Stefanski comes out. I'm like, all right, I want to give this guy another chance. As they go through that season, I'm telling you this, Tim, at the beginning of that season, I knew at that point he was never going to be any better than a top 10 quarterback.
Yeah.
That's the season they went to the fucking playoffs, won a playoff game in Pittsburgh. That's the year,
I don't
okay?
think about that picture.
I knew.
Every time somebody brings up Baker, I think of Ben sitting on that bench, and I'm like,
Dude, I'm telling you right now, I knew that he was never going to be any better than a top 10 quarterback. Because if he was going to be better than that, that team would have ascended to different heights that year.
yeah.
They put him in a position to be successful.
Yes.
So many times. That offense is the most quarterback-friendly offense in the NFL. That's why Tom Brady wants to play for Kyle Shanahan. I'm telling you, like, they put their quarterbacks in position to be successful. And Baker still almost messed it up so many times. I can't tell you how many times he would overthrow a receiver, or underthrow a receiver,
Watching.
or miss open receivers.
And there was
this is
nobody on
during the season they went to the playoffs. I'm watching this and I'm like,
What are you doing?
he's not the guy. Then last year was even worse, because last year you had all the expectation of, okay, this is a team that won a playoff game. You took Kansas City to the very end. You had a chance to beat Kansas City in Kansas City. And now you're coming back the next year loaded, locked and loaded. Everybody's healthy. Everybody's ready to go. You got Odell coming back. And look what happens. They come out and they shit the bed right out the season, right out the gate.
Yep.
And Baker looks like a shell of himself. Now, I will say the first two games, he had like an 80% completion percentage those first two games before he got hurt. Yeah.
Yep.
He was completing about 80% of his passes.
Yeah, it's
but
crazy.
Go back and watch that tape. Go back and watch the film. Not one of those passes went more than 20 yards downfield. He's dinking and dunking his way down the field. He was never going to be the quarterback that they wanted in that offense. That's why they went and made that trade for Deshaun Watson.
I'm assuming that's why, like,
Deshaun
all season
Watson.
I heard people talking about, like, they should be running the ball. They should be running the ball.
Well, and then you hear rumors that Baker split the locker room last year. After the Odell thing, half the locker room hated Baker because they felt like he drove him out of town. Same thing with Landry. It felt like Landry left Cleveland because he didn't want to play for Baker anymore.
Well, now isn't there, like, Twitter jokes going on, or, like, some sort of social media jokes where, like, Jarvis is like, oh, let me come back. Like, now that Baker's not there.
If he wouldn't have signed with the Saints, yeah, that would make sense. For sure.
Yep.
But
that's a power move.
There's definitely, like, there was rumors of not just Jarvis coming back, but there was rumors about them talking about bringing Odell and Jarvis back.
Yeah,
after Baker leaves.
Yep.
Nobody wants Baker either, which it's literally... Okay, to go as far to, like, have nobody want Baker, it's got to be his attitude.
Well, and the worst part is he's had two different deals lined up that have fallen through because of him.
Yes.
There's been a deal with the Seahawks and a deal with the Panthers, both of which were set up and agreed to by both parties, but Baker would not agree to a pay cut.
I would have loved to see him on the Panthers, dude.
He's got an opportunity to win a starting job.
Yeah.
But he's just blowing it away.
I don't think the guy if he goes anywhere else, I don't think he'll be very successful because this was like the best opportunity. Think about the weapons he's had around him for the last 3 years.
Yep.
Nick Chubb. Think about the offensive line that he's got in front of him.
Yeah.
You're talking about 3 All-Pros on the offensive line in front of him. You got Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt. He's been throwing the ball to Austin Hooper, David Njoku. Harrison Bryant was a Mackey Award winner out of college. You know, and then you talk about the receivers he's had.
Yeah.
Jarvis, Odell, Rashard Higgins, Donovan Peoples-Jones. You got weapons. He didn't know how to throw it to him. I'm just saying, if he goes anywhere else, the guy's going to get exposed. You'll see exactly who Baker Mayfield is because he's not going to be in that quarterback-friendly offense anymore.
No.
He's going to go back to turning the ball over, you know, every other possession.
Yeah.
And he's going to be a detriment to a team because people in that locker room don't respect him. If you're talking a big talk and you go out there and throw picks, people don't respect that, especially when you talk that big talk. Now, you ever seen Bussin' with the Boys? Okay, that, I'm telling you, great podcast. If you get a chance, check it out. Taylor Lewan, Will Compton, Bussin' with the Boys. It's a Barstool podcast. Really great stuff. But they talk about Ryan Tannehill getting hurt one time in a game and Blaine Gabbert coming in. And Gabbert comes in, he comes into the huddle, and he's like, watch Daddy spin it. And then all these guys are like, all right, let's go. Very first play, throws a pick right in the chest of Darius Leonard. And that's like, you know, you can't be cocky. You can't be cocky and then back it up with shit play. And I feel like that's Baker Mayfield.
No.
You know, like he's the cockiest midget alive.
No, not
and
my
he
boy
backs
Bake.
it up with shitty play.
Not my boy Bake. I can't believe you're saying these things.
Baker baked himself.
Madden camera spinning around.
I'm telling you, you gotta watch it. It's so hilarious. Taylor Lewan tells it so good. It's just hilarious. Because he does it on 2 different occasions. He does it against the Colts, and he does it again in another game later on down the road. A game that they need to win to get into the playoffs.
Now, was that a Dolphins game? Was he playing for the Dolphins at the time?
No, he was playing for the Titans. Because Lewan is on the Titans. He was a teammate with him. But
yeah, I haven't watched in a grip. Probably since the Browns were in the playoffs. Because I was just like so stoked for that. And when they got eliminated, I was like, oh no. And then Raiders always Raidering.
Raiders.
Always Raidering.
Man,
dude.
I can't believe that you didn't come to that Raiders-Browns game with me and Tommy.
Oh.
What was my reasoning?
I don't remember.
It couldn't have been good enough because I'm an idiot for not going.
It doesn't matter because we were having a good game and then they kicked the game-winning field goal right in our faces.
Oh,
that's right.
I've never watched the stadium go from so hyped to just like.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't go. I probably got beat up.
Beat up.
It wouldn't have went well for this guy.
That was when Tommy was stumbling through the bleachers with like popcorn and like a tray with like food on it and stuff, and the people behind me were like taking bets on if he was gonna make it to the seat without spilling his shit all over himself.
Okay, never mind. I don't think I would have gotten beat up if Tommy was there to save me.
It was hilarious.
All right, so Joey is safe. Joey has checked in. Joey says that he's been busy all day with work. Forgot to tell us he had to work today. So obviously I'm not going to give him a hard time because you can't be on your phone while you're at work.
It's true.
No hard feelings, no hard time there.
Yep.
But
I don't know if I believe it. I'm going to have to see his time card.
I want to see timestamps on the text messages. But no, I got one other thing I wanted to talk about, and then we'll kind of wrap things up. But this might get a little bit lengthy. It might get a little bit,
That's fine.
So we've been on this food thing, and I'm a foodie guy. I love food.
Yes.
We just invested in a Pit Boss smoker.
Yes.
For the back patio here at the studio. Yes. I have a Pit Boss electric smoker, wood pellet, automatic feed. Yeah.
They're awesome.
Bought that off a buddy of mine. Big shout out, Tim Smith. Thank you for the wood smoker. And it's not just a smoker. It's also, it does sear. It's a grill. It's a grill and a smoker.
It has like
beautiful.
8 things on it that it says.
It's wonderful. It'll bake.
So dope.
And he says it's only been used like 4 times.
Pellet grills are amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm stoked.
Yep.
So we got that. I'm a foodie. I love food. So I'm thinking next week maybe like 4th of July or, like that 4th of July week. Maybe since we're not doing a show Monday or Tuesday, maybe Thursday next week when you come on.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do some chilling and grilling out back.
Dude, I'm totally down. I'll bring
because I don't know how the studio's going to look at that point.
Dude, vibe and summer music too, so it all goes together.
We'll get that chilling vibe going on.
I'm down.
Get the music, get the tunes.
That's right.
Get some good food.
Dude, that sounds
set the mood.
like a great idea.
I like it. That sounds like a fun time. So next Thursday, make sure you tune in with us.
Dude, for sure.
But anyways, let's talk about food. I want to talk about restaurants. So we've been talking about fast food. We've been talking about chain establishments. I want to talk about chain restaurants, like sit-down restaurants.
Yep.
Okay? Now, when I say chain, I mean like you're going to go to a bigger city, not like a big city, but like Findlay or like Marion or like a bigger city.
Yeah. And
you're going to see most of the time these same consistent chain sit-down restaurants.
Okay.
Like an Applebee's or like a, does Chili's still exist?
Yeah.
Chili's.
Yep.
Or like
Cheddar's.
Cheddar's is another one. Outback Steakhouse or like any of those kind of sit-down restaurants.
Now, do you count like, would Steak and Shake count as like a fast food?
That's a fast food.
That's fast
okay,
food.
That's fast
food.
food.
That's what I thought.
Yep.
We're going to do
So I got a drive-through window.
overall burgers when I get a chance to try some of those places like Whataburger, In-N-Out, and
You have to travel
what's
for
the
that.
other one? Shake Shack. Those are the three. I got to travel.
Yeah.
We got to get out.
Yeah, bro, I had
real.
Whataburger.
Man, we
in,
got to touch
Texas.
grass.
Chris Culver's
Have you
too.
have you been to Swenson's?
No, but I've seen them. So
It was
I know where
delicious.
one's at.
It was
Sure.
delicious. Was it not, Greggy?
It was pretty damn good.
It was pretty damn good. And it was cheap, surprisingly. I mean, Greggy and I both got a burger, a side, and a drink for $18.
That ain't bad.
Flat.
No, that ain't
For
bad at
now,
all.
and I
Yeah,
mean,
absolutely.
That's a pretty good deal. But top 3 chain sit-down restaurants. And, I mean, you can take a little bit of time, kind of think this one over, Greggy, do you have, like, a list that we could look at maybe? Like, top national chain restaurants?
Let me see if I can pull something up here.
Now, are we going off of food quality or like service and everything included?
I'm just saying,
What
like, food
your
quality.
favorite?
Your favorites.
Okay.
Like-
so it's like everything all grouped together.
What
Yeah,
you
food,
recommend?
atmosphere,
Like, what
everything.
would you go
Like,
to?
What are you looking for? And that one's not one we're even going to talk about.
No.
Okay? We won't even bring them up. All right?
Forgot about that last one.
There's a reason why they're in last.
All right, so
That one, it's a cuss word on this show. Ben also said a cuss word on this show yesterday. I'll talk to him about that later. But
see what kind of list this is.
we'll talk about that at a different time. Who's that Amish looking?
Why, hello there.
It's Ben.
Oh my gosh.
Father Murphy looking.
The guy looks like he milks his goats.
Good.
Oh, man.
Oh man.
Oh, that's good stuff. That's good stuff.
Oh
hey,
yeah,
there you
to
go.
bring up the
Yes.
picture.
Oh,
We'll stick you guys right here. Screw it. Whatever, we'll put you right
I love it. Yeah, let's put it right there. Yeah, there we go.
here.
There we go.
Oh man, I forgot about this one.
Oh no. How did Golden Corral beat anything? On a real note, the coolest thing they have is a chocolate fountain that kids like shove their hands into. Like
Gives it that special flavor.
the special sauce.
Yeah. Man, I used to love me some IHOP, but that's just 'cause I really like pancakes and they had like different flavors of syrup, and I'm like, oh, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I used to love and can't stand anymore? Red Lobster.
Never had.
Oh my God. Okay, so the
I've
cheddar
never had
biscuits.
lobster.
If I could
That's
listen,
some good stuff.
if I could
so
just
good.
go in, you've never
So
what?
good.
No.
Never had Red Lobster.
No.
Okay, so if I could just go in there and just sit down and eat their cheddar biscuits and nothing else, I'd be happy. I'd be completely happy.
Have you?
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I do.
You know
I've
exactly
had
what
Red
I'm talking about.
Lobsters
Yo,
many
cheddar
I could
times.
probably
biscuits.
eat like a 12 pack of those biscuits and be like, all right.
That's
we're
like
good.
Texas Roadhouse's
The rolls?
rolls.
Oh, good Lord.
boy.
That's a meal itself.
Yeah, dude, that butter.
Oh, the
You know
cinnamon
what I'm talking
butter.
about with these These biscuits.
Yeah, you used to be able to buy them in like the freezer section, but
so good.
You can make them yourself at home. They're okay. They're pretty good, but it's nothing like getting them served to you.
How you talk about Golden Crowd Denny's?
Oh, awful.
Wait, no.
When's the last time you went to a Denny's?
Actually,
hold on.
A few weeks ago.
I was just gonna bring this up to you guys. I looked at this picture when it came up, and I was like, man, that Denny's looks vibrant and bright and full of like life. Ours looks pathetic anymore. Every time I drive past
Ours looks like it's trying to have a lookalike contest with the motel behind it.
For real, bro.
So fitted.
For real. I'm like, does the parking lot, do they have one light out there? Do they have any lights outside?
This is one big parking lot that goes all the way back to the motel.
It does.
Yes, I would like a Grand Slam and to check in, please.
Hold the bed bugs, please.
I mean, God, man, for real, the place looks like it's closed anymore.
Okay.
It does.
Okay, my experience at Denny's this year, I will tell you, it was the worst experience I've ever had at a Denny's. There was only 2 families in there, and it took us 50 minutes to get our food.
Yep.
They were just waiting on a room.
Families.
Yep.
Us and someone else.
You want to know what's funny? Is so the lady took our order, and then she brought like half the food out. And then she just went out and smoked a cigarette. Like, where's like half of my family's eating, and the other half is like, where the hell is our food? Oh, she's out smoking a cig first.
Oh man! And then she brings you the rest of your food, and it smells like cigarettes. You're like, oh.
Like, did you wash your hands?
And
So, I didn't know you smoked your burgers now.
The smoked lung meat.
Nate, you've heard the story of me and Tommy washing dishes at Denny's, haven't you?
Oh yeah. Oh dude, this is great.
Bro,
Dude,
okay,
Greggy, you gotta tell this story.
We went to Denny's long ago, back in our younger days, when we'd go out and get drunky poo at the bar. Go to Denny's afterwards. We went there, and like literally, the dishwasher quit, and like there was like the cook and the one waitress. That was it. So they're like, we can't like serve you guys. You have to wait. We don't have any clean dishes. Blah blah blah. So me and Tommy was like, "Oh well, I'll tell you what. We'll do those dishes for you. You guys give us some free food." And they're like, "Sure, why not?" Man, there was like an inch of water on the floor in this kitchen, and me and Tommy are just back there going through our restaurant days and working at the pizza place and stuff, throwing dishes through the dishwasher and stuff, dude. Like, totally drunk. Totally standing in an inch of water, working at Denny's. Like, bro, they could have gotten so much trouble. We got delicious free food that night.
I bet Denny's corporate is loving this story right now.
With their picture.
You're welcome.
We're going to get a copyright claim from Denny's. They're going to be like, hey, these assholes are talking shit.
Listen, Denny's, step your game
Denny's
up.
and Tiffin closes.
Get it together.
That's true. Like,
they just need to get it together, man. They used to be the place to go at night.
You want to know what's funny is they're still open 24.
are they really?
Yeah.
I never would have known that.
Yep.
I don't think about them anymore.
Bro, for real, they're not doing a good job of standing out anymore. They definitely don't.
They used to be the talk. Like, you're around the campfire drinking, and you're like, dude, we're staying up till 3 a.m., then going to Denny's.
Just to get hot chocolate or stupid stuff. But yeah,
I'm gonna get fried cheese melt. What's that? A grilled cheese with mozzarella sticks, bro. I used to try that.
I know if Tommy's watching.
Never had this American cuisine.
The Super Bird, man. It's so good. Oh my God, you guys are making me so hungry. Denny's, I would give you a chance, but God, you're just scary looking anymore. I don't want to go to a scary looking place to eat.
Yeah, I mean, the food's not bad. It's the service.
I'll tell you what, though, it overall terrible.
Yeah,
I mean, the food was
Man, we were just talking so much shit
We're
about
talking
Denny's.
so much shit about Denny's.
Well, I'm sorry, if anybody's watching,
We didn't talk about our top 3. We're talking about the worst ones. Denny's is the worst.
if anybody is watching that works at Denny's, I appreciate all that you do.
Except
But the
for
restaurant-
smoking.
The restaurant is terrifying looking. Do something about it.
Listen, I'm a
Tell
good
corporate
person.
it's scary looking.
We're going to have to come back like, we are very sorry about our comments. No,
I just want this.
Denny's.
I want this Denny's that's in front of me here.
And we just look over like, was that good?
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
Well, let's talk about Waffle House.
Sorry, Denny's.
At this point, I'm pretty sure Waffle House is better than Denny's.
Oh, man.
Oh, I choose Waffle House
I'm
over
telling you,
Denny's.
dude, Waffle House is one of those places
Slept
where...
on.
If you care about cleanliness at all, don't even bother.
Don't even go there.
Why do you even trying to go there? For real.
Man.
Like, don't even bother walking in there if you are one of those people who's like,
and cooking your food at the same time.
It's delicious.
If you're looking at your silverware before you eat, don't even bother going to Waffle House.
Those chocolate.
If you inspect your glasses for lip marks, don't even bother going to Waffle House.
Look, you guys have the chocolate chip pancakes? No, those are cigarette ashes. Just deal with it.
Well, they taste great.
The tattoo parlor in the back.
Now, I see this.
But it's Waffle House.
I've never had Red Robin before. Have you guys ever ate there?
No, Robin, yum.
Yum.
Never had
I've
it.
not.
I heard they have good fries, but I don't know.
I don't even know where one is anymore.
Yeah.
Top
big
3
old steak
restaurants
fries.
into judging the top
that ain't
35.
I can't believe they put Pizza Hut in here.
Yeah, I was gonna say that ain't it.
I like Pizza Hut. I like pan pizza.
You know, it's their pan pizza.
Okay.
I like their pan pizza.
Have you guys had Cheesecake Factory? 'Cause
Cheese Factory
I
is
have
a,
not.
I've never had it. I can't afford it.
I have never had it either. I have seen it on the television shows before.
I've had it maybe 2 times or something.
Somebody told me a cheesecake cost $60, and I said nope.
Good Lord.
Wait, from the Cheesecake Factory? Their
Probably
cheesecake
a whole,
costs $60?
probably a whole pie.
Jesus
But that's
Christ.
crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
It says there are 40 different cheesecakes.
And I didn't know what else they had, so I was like, what am I gonna do? Go in there and just be like, cheesecake, please. Get a burger and cheesecake.
I don't know nothing about no Logan's Roadhouse.
Who?
Never heard. I did hear about that place.
I did hear about that place.
But there's gotta be. I think there's.
Boston's promoting.
Oh! Stop! No!
He's just
No!
standing out front with his thumbs up. The ribbon cutting ceremony.
Man. Good Lord.
Hey, that's my boy.
That's some good stuff.
I love
Oh,
cheddar.
Cheddar's is so good.
That's a top 3 for me.
Yeah, that's a top dude.
Is it really?
It is.
Both
No,
of
for
you?
real. It's a top 3.
All right.
Look what's
Oh, no,
what's
we're
ahead
at
of
Waffle House.
it. Look what's
Yes!
ahead of it.
Waffle House beat. Wait a second. They beat.
They beat. I think.
Stop.
They
No.
beat
That is
Cheddar's.
Is that how
No.
this works?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
'Cause
thought
it's-
so.
That's crazy.
How is Waffle House better than Cheddar's? Oh, I guess it's like most popular. So yeah, it probably
I
would be
guess
more
so.
popular.
Yeah.
Because dude, you got to think Waffle Houses are everywhere,
Well,
Oh, they are.
It's like
and they're always open.
It's
Okay,
the
so
Dollar
like-
General of restaurants.
They're like, well, and I mean,
It is.
You
they're
gotta
also
remember-
like they're one of those places where they're always open, even during like emergencies.
Yeah.
So,
so
it's like
Yo, get your breakfast today.
If they're doing these surveys and stuff, man, you got to remember that they're probably a bunch of really drunk people in the Waffle House. Like,
sure.
what do you think about this food? Oh, it's fucking fantastic.
oh, I love it, so good.
It's so much better than Cheddar's, I'll tell you that much right now.
And Greg's like, "That's lettuce."
You know why I think
don't
it's
think
better?
they have
Because they're
lettuce at the
open right
Waffle
now.
Who put lettuce on my waffle?
Outback Steakhouse. No, God, no.
You can't.
I'm not an Outback guy.
You
I don't like
cannot
Outback
go
Steakhouse.
wrong with Outback.
Rye
I don't know.
bread
I've-
is
I've never had a good
trash,
experience
and
there.
you should feel bad.
Do they have the...
Who? Outback?
I said rye bread is trash.
Oh.
And you should feel bad.
Is that the place that has the butter that's like cinnamon butter or whatever?
No, that's
No.
Texas
Texas
Roadhouse.
That is Texas Roadhouse,
Which
most
is
likely the #1 place on this
Also in
list.
my top 3. I'm noticing it's just all places that give good steak.
Oh, Red Lobster.
Oh.
I'll tell you what. I do not like seafood or fish or anything like that, really. And I went to Red Lobster one time, and somewhere back in the hidden pages of the menu, there's like kids' food or something like
Chicken
that.
nuggets.
Yeah, there was chicken.
He's like, I found the
There
best
was-
chicken tenders I ever had.
There was chicken strips for sure. And
Yes!
I'm like, I want those right there. And they're like, those? I'm like, yes, I will have those right there.
You know, so
With
you
a-
walk into
with a
Red
glass of your
Lobster.
finest chocolate
Dude,
milk.
oh my God, they were. I probably did have chocolate.
Chocolate
them,
milk
to be honest.
with chicken strips.
Honestly, I probably did. Like, I don't care. You know, but dude, oh my God, they were the absolute worst chicken strips I've ever had in my entire life from any place. It's basically like Red Lobster. I was like, he really wants these?
Well, you're
Like-
eating chicken while smelling fish.
It's dude, they were just the driest, most disgusting thing.
Haha,
ever.
they're
Like,
fish sticks.
Oh God, they were so
Fool.
gross. They were like, don't order stuff that's not our specialty because
Which is apparently only lobster.
The thing walking into Red Lobster is you walk in on a live tank. There's live lobster and water tank. Yep.
Yo, I'm going to go just to see that.
Yeah. Go to the one in Finley. Right when you walk in, there's a tank with lobsters.
Olive Garden, man.
Just swimming.
You're like Italian fast food pretty much. So you're not on my list.
Thought about going there today.
I know I'd still go there. But I still go to McDonald's.
Just dog and Olive Garden like that. I'd still go to McDonald's. I like McDonald's.
Bob Evans.
Can I get a big chicken, no lettuce?
Everything, no.
No, I guess, all right, so
I won't stop.
what are the most common, though? Like, the most common restaurants in every town? Like, honestly,
I feel
you
like-
go to just about every town, you're going to find a Bob Evans, right?
A Bob Evans, yes.
You're going to find a
ones
Bob
we
Evans. You're going
have.
to find a Denny's.
What is
Yes.
this
The
crap?
ones we have, yeah.
Get out of here at
Pretty
these
much.
the pizza place. Get out of here with that.
I feel like Applebee's is out there.
I don't know.
Applebee's is definitely one of those ones.
Yeah.
It's like, that's pretty much in every town except
Yes.
for Tiffin.
Except.
Yeah.
Like with a deep,
Tiffin's like, we already have enough microwave restaurants. We're good.
no, all the buildings are taken up by ice cream places and pizza places.
Now we're getting in the top 10. They're getting all fancy. Probably places we don't have around.
Yeah, places I've never seen.
here. Like,
Yeah.
These are actually good places, guys. You know.
It's like, you guys ever had real food? Apparently not.
All right, so I think we've whittled down this list pretty well. So let's go ahead. Top 3 sit-down restaurants.
Ooh.
That
All
one
right.
might have just saved my career.
Which one?
That one.
Cracker Barrel?
Cracker Barrel is
Yeah.
some good stuff, man.
Yep, so now I've got... how about Beer Barrel?
Oh, yeah.
No, that's not a
That's
not
not.
a
not
chain.
that big.
It's just
not
like
a chain?
I think
It's
they
more
only
of
have
like
3
a
or 4 restaurants.
local.
Local?
Yeah.
See, I wasn't sure.
That was
if
honestly,
not-
if they were for
It's
sure.
so
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
though. Number
Yeah,
3.
Number 3.
Okay.
Old Texas Roadhouse.
How are they number 3? Who's number 2 and 1? Wait a second.
Above those fancy ass Italian restaurants?
What the hell is Papa Dough?
I don't know. That sounds like an
That's a
Italian
Louisiana
seafood
restaurant right there.
That's
That's
a lie.
southern.
I bet that place isn't even it doesn't even exist. This guy paid to be number 2. This guy paid to be at number 2.
Hey, who
I
wrote
bet.
this article?
The owner of Papa Dough.
And number 1 is...
What the hell is First Watch? Stop with this bull. You can't just make up 2 restaurants
So anyways-
to put in front of Texas Roadhouse because you don't want Texas Roadhouse to be number 1.
say-
Greg, does it
That's
say
just
what food they serve?
That does number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a little...
It looks like a freaking Whole Foods.
It's like a Chipotle
like
type
an Apple
place, it
store.
looks like, from the outside.
It looks like a
breakfast
freaking
place?
urgent care or something.
First watch, you're gonna work
Doesn't that
out
look and
first and
sound
then
like-
sit down and
It sounds
Those
like
guys
urgent
sell
care.
meal replacements. That's what that looks like. It looks like an Herbalife.
No, that can't be. No,
It's just-
we're not doing that.
It's just meal replacements that are different flavors for the different combo menus.
It's like, yeah, here's our breakfast menu. Shake.
Chocolate shake.
What do they sell?
Shake.
Shake? Yeah, I mean, I'm never going to
Never
It looks like
heard.
it's a breakfast place, maybe, but it looks like it's a healthy breakfast place.
Gross.
That's what I'm gathering here.
You're telling me I can't clog my arteries? I'm not interested.
Yeah, it's a breakfast place because that's what the name.
So you want us to go down our top 3?
Top 3 restaurants.
All right.
Sit down restaurants.
Number 1 a breakfast
Now, try to stick with the overall, like, okay, this is a very common restaurant. Try not to go off the beaten path because, like, I feel like, okay, so I know Cheddar's is really common for some people, but I don't think it's common, like, everywhere common. Is
Right.
it?
I think it is more so than I had originally
Yes.
thought.
Really?
Yes.
Is it, like, everywhere? Is it, like, United States everywhere?
United States.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I missed the question.
Cheddar's.
Cheddar's, yeah.
Are they, like, a national?
Cheddar's? Yeah.
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 I think we about, like, we stretch this thing out as far as we can get here.
So off topic.
I mean, we cannot even get to the top 3 at all. Like, nobody has done a top 3 at all.
I'll settle this right now. Cracker Barrel,
Okay?
Cheddar's, Texas Roadhouse. All 3
In order?
places. Yeah. Yep.
Order?
So
Okay.
3, 2, 1?
No, that sounded
Okay.
like a 1, 2, 3.
No, that'd be a 3-2-1.
Yeah, it's a
but
3-2-1.
it's really hard between Cheddar's and Texas because both of those places have given me top-notch steaks. But I'm gonna have to give it to Texas just because I've been there more.
Okay.
Overall, the experience at Texas is better.
Yeah. Yep.
It is.
I don't like the only reason this is the only reason the only thing I have against Texas Roadhouse is every fucking buddy likes it. So it's always fucking busy.
It is.
You can never find a time to go there when you don't have to wait for a damn table.
You're 100%.
That's my only problem with Texas Roadhouse. It's like,
Yep.
can we have 2 in the same town? For real, there's 2 Subways, there's 2 McDonald's. Can they put 2 Texas Roadhouse in the same town so I don't have to wait an hour to get to a damn table?
Keep one on the Lima side of Finley.
real.
And keep one on the Tiffin
That's
side
what
of
I'm
Finley.
saying. Like, put one on the other side where the Cheddar's is.
Yes.
Then we can eliminate that problem altogether.
You got one Texas by this Walmart, put one by the other Walmart.
There you go.
Why do you have
Exactly.
2 Walmarts?
Or put one in Tiffin. Put one in Tiffin. There you go. Because I bet half the people going to Finley are from Tiffin anyway.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Because, I mean,
People
we got
in Finley
some
don't
really
care.
damn
Travel.
good food options in Tiffin, don't get me wrong. But after a while, you want to expand your repertoire a little bit. You want to
You
get
get
out.
kind of
Yeah.
sick of Chipotle
One thing
every day.
Tiffin
It's like
does not
Chipotle-
have is a steakhouse.
Do we have, well,
Yes.
Like a bigger name like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yes, you're right. Because Ironwood,
There's definitely
Ironwood's
local.
a good steakhouse.
Yes.
Pioneer has good steaks. TJ's makes a good steak.
I really want steak.
Oh god damn! Now I really
Got
want
me
steak.
messed up.
Yeah, it's
I'm
Empire.
the one talking about steak.
Another one, Empire makes a really good steak.
I heard
If you got
that.
if you got the bread for it, I mean, that's a damn good
I don't
steak.
think I got the clothes for it.
Well, I mean,
Dress up to walk in.
that's a misconception.
I think that's more of
I
a
think.
Renaissance thing,
Yeah,
isn't it?
Well, no, honestly,
Or
like,
both of them are just casual.
It's a misconception
Business
about
casual.
the Empire. It's like, yes, they want you to like.
Like, don't walk in sweats or like gym shorts.
Exactly,
Like, wear
but
like something like
If you
that.
got a
Nice
polo
jeans
and you got
and-
yourself a nice pair of jeans, that's fine. You don't have to dress up.
I might try it out sometime.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the only reason I've been putting it off. Is everybody's like, oh, it's kind of like an uppity. I'm like,
No,
that's not me.
no, it's phenomenal. We had our Christmas party there for Madison's. They did our food for us. They catered our food. Oh my god, so
It's
I'm
very
down to
nice
check it out.
inside there.
phenomenal.
Yes,
and
it
the
is.
atmosphere is just top notch.
You know
I
what?
love like the back, and then you got the
Yes.
outside
Yeah.
as well with the fireplace.
Here's what I'll do. Between now and next Thursday, I'm gonna try to hit it up so that way I can
A review,
change my mind on air.
nice.
Yeah.
Maybe
yeah.
do a little camera review while you're there. A
Yeah.
little
There you go.
Portnoy.
Yes, sir. Hey, gotta get that TikTok content somehow. Huh?
Got to build it. Got to build it.
Yes.
I like that. That's cool. So, but yeah, top 3. I like it. You had Cheddar's,
Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel,
And
and Texas.
Texas.
All right, Connor, top 3.
All right, so we'll start at number 3 and hype it up. So I think I gotta choose Applebee's as my third.
Okay.
I mean, it's between Applebee's and I like TGI Fridays
This doesn't
too.
surprise me coming from a guy whose favorite topping is ketchup. So
Thank you.
Wait, no. Applebee's has that 4 cheese bag, which is untouchable. I'll give him that.
here's the thing. I talk so much shit about Applebee's, but it used to be my favorate restaurant. For real. Like when I was younger, I used to
think it was
love
fancy.
Applebee's. I just feel like over the years they've changed a lot of things that I used to like, and it made
I
me
honestly
mad.
have-
It just
Yeah.
made me mad that they don't have the things that I used to eat there, and it's like, I wish they wouldn't change your damn menu so much.
I
You
just
know?
go there and sabotage the jukebox because they have that thing where you can pick with your phone.
Oh
I
yeah.
just play the same song over.
Oh
and
yeah.
over.
Touch
And
tunes.
it's great. Yeah, it's
Touch
great. I love that thing. I'm a menace when they have that. Kind of
What's great is when you can hook that up to a touch tunes at a bar here in town.
Yes.
And then you just rickroll the shit out of people at the bar for like an hour straight. You just play the same song over and over again.
Dude, I played Death Grips at a bar at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and everybody was like, "How do we change this immediately?" And I
How do
was
we
like,
turn this down?
Don't.
And then
I paid for this, damn it. We will listen to every note.
I paid the extra money to get it to play next.
That's so good.
So
So good.
So that's my number 3.
All right.
Number 2, I'm rolling with Cheddar's.
Okay.
And then number 1, you can't go wrong with Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Number 1's Texas Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse, number 1.
Yep.
Number 2 is who?
Cheddar's.
Cheddar's. Okay.
And number 3 is Applebee's.
So a running theme here. I'm seeing Texas Roadhouse and Cheddar's in both of your top 3s.
We don't have steakhouses around here, man. It's the only place we can go.
Okay. All right. I like it. Greggy, where you going? Top 3.
Number
Greggy's
3.
like, I don't go to sit-down restaurants.
Not that often. You know? They have too much. They have too much lettuce there.
Too much lettuce.
Salad, no thanks.
Actually, for number 3, I am gonna go with Denny's.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am, and I'll tell you why. Aside from all the shit we talked about, Denny's.
Because you like doing dishes.
Favorite thing.
God damn it. No.
You like that memory.
No. Listen.
No.
This is the reason I would put Denny's number 3 is because of just like the fact that I know that I can go into a Denny's and I'm gonna get something to eat that I like there, that they're gonna have something for me that I like, and it's not gonna be $5 million. So for price and convenience, me knowing that I'm gonna get something I like, I'm gonna put Denny's at 3.
Okay, so Denny's number 3. That's a pretty reasonable excuse, okay?
Denny's has always been there for us. As much trash as we just talked, they have.
Hey, you know,
there's just so much good stuff actually.
You
on
can
the
talk
menu.
all the trash you want to talk, but when you are drunk at 3:30 in the morning, you're
That's
hungry.
the place to go.
Guess where your ass is going?
Denny's.
Denny's.
Best time to go.
So Denny's number 3.
Man, okay, we'll do Cheddar's number 2.
Okay,
Just
all
'cause
right.
It's just a tasty place.
Okay.
Good.
It's good stuff there.
Tasty place.
It's a tasty place, man.
For sure.
And oh god, I don't want to say Texas Roadhouse.
I do. Look at our options.
Go with it.
I don't want to say that because like
Say it if you mean it.
I've probably only been there maybe once or twice, so like that's not even a fair assessment to make.
Okay.
It was-
Texas?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was good.
Those cinnamon rolls, bro. And that tomahawk steak. Oh my god.
Got served.
I always get the appetizer of the loaded potato skins.
Oh, I knew you were gonna say potato skins. Those are so good.
Those nacho fries.
Yep.
They are
Do
killer.
I get to pick like a Ryan's?
Yeah,
Like
you
a
can do
buffet?
buffet for
Because
sure.
dude, buffets you can't be a buffet. Come on, now.
long
The
as
food
you
may
say
not
Hey,
be
you
top.
ever met somebody like say, "Hey, you like buffets?" Hell no, I don't like a
It's just-
buffet. Buffets are delicious.
Dude, buffet's so good. I'll tell you what. It's just like you go to the buffet. It may not be the best food, but it's like you can get anything you want. Like, you can pick
I know
as
certain
much as
people
you want.
who
Yeah.
will not go to a buffet. I feel like those people are just snobs, you know? Like, you've never been at a point in your life where you just want to sit down and become a slob and just, like, engorge yourself in a bunch of food that you don't really care about the quality of. You just want to, like,
Never wanted
dig out on a
meatloaf
bunch of different kinds of food.
and macaroni and cheese and chicken tenders at the same time.
Yeah.
No, yeah, absolutely. That's the thing is like
Some hot dogs. Come on.
even like an Asian.
Or I
girl-
want to walk over to the chocolate fountain and get a chocolate-covered marshmallow
Oh, man,
while
that's-
also having a bread roll on my plate.
You can get yourself some
And chili cheese nachos.
Don't forget.
Those dirty kids.
Don't
I
forget
miss
about the.
Ponderosa.
Don't forget about the self-serve ice cream machines that taste half like ice. You know.
Oh, dude, that is not ice cream.
What is it?
That is like flavored ice.
Oh yeah. But they
It's
got,
like-
but don't they got all the toppings there for you to try to drown that flavorlessness out?
Oh yeah, for sure. That and the chocolate syrup that's like the nastiest chocolate syrup. It's like
It's so good.
What do you have for your top 3?
top 3.
Yeah.
I would say okay. So in order, I would say number 3. Honestly, I really like.
Say it.
I don't
Say
want to
it.
say it because I'm like,
You said Golden Corral, we're done.
I know. Come on.
So good.
Oh, okay. I don't like that face. What is it?
we went, okay, so like you guys went buffet.
Oh no.
Like, honestly, dude, I don't have any problems with Golden Corral.
Yes.
Now, I'm not one of those people that was like, bring Golden Corral to Tiffin, but I'm not going to say they're my number 3. I'm not going to say that's number 3. Okay?
Bro, you had me going.
That's not my number 3. I just wanted to let you know I don't have a problem with Golden Corral.
Honorable mention.
Okay?
Okay.
But number 3 on my list is probably Bob Evans.
Okay.
Only
I went
because
there Sunday.
I love their sausage gravy. Their sausage gravy and biscuits in the morning, you can't beat it.
They have a
There's
honey butter chicken. I
There's
found out.
no better.
Yep.
And their wildfire chicken salad, you ever had
Yes.
No, but that sounds amazing.
that? Bomb.
Get it next time.
Bomb.
For sure.
Get it next
It's
time with their
so
sauce.
delicious. The
I wanna try that
dressing,
cod.
This is
don't
what the
pick your own
fire
dressing.
sauce.
Just it's a wildfire dressing.
Yeah,
whatever
wildfire.
comes with it. Good
Oh, yeah.
Lord, it's delicious. Like sometimes I will go there just to get their banana bread.
Their banana bread.
I mean, it's a welcoming atmosphere. You always feel like you're coming home on the farm. You know what I mean? Like, like going to get food at grandma's. You know,
yes,
yeah. Kind of get that feeling. You know, the hostess comes up and she's some old lady who can barely walk, and she's taking you back to your table. You got to be slow because there's an old person trying to get through. And, you know, like there's
every time.
You know what I'm saying? Like you walking through and
I'm glad we're having this conversation.
You know, like let me just get by you here,
bro. I'm glad that you're bringing up like the age aspect of it, because my Saturday consisted of driving out to McDonald's to get a Sprite just to get out of the house, followed by going to watch the Elvis movie, followed by going to Bob Evans. I felt aged.
Yeah, you should.
Every moment of it was great.
What is this Elvis movie?
Did you go to bingo after?
I thought about it. No, I went to Walmart for some quality shopping.
Went to Walmart, picked out our new paint for the bathroom.
I bought myself a nightgown.
I think we might look at some wall decor.
Some new bed sheets.
All right, so
number 2.
what you got next?
Number 2, Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah, okay.
Texas Roadhouse.
I'm glad to hear it.
Christy has a top 2.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear it.
What's
now,
number 1?
Number 1
He's been
for
catching on
me.
this. I guarantee he's been stewing thinking about
Number
this.
1
How am I going to be different?
is, I'm telling you,
Pressure's
it's
on.
not a full chain anymore. So you're not
Wahlburgers.
going to find this in every single town.
This better not be
Drum
no
roll,
BS.
please.
What?
So this better not be no BS.
It ain't no
Let's
BS.
hear this.
Number 1, Ponderosa.
Okay.
You can't find them
Wow.
everywhere.
I'll let it. That counts.
Now, this is
Yeah.
only nostalgia for me, okay? I'm not saying that they have the best food. But you're talking about
walk
like
in, you smell
what is
it.
that feeling? You guys mentioned that feeling that you get when you walk into a place.
Takes you back, man.
That takes me back.
Yeah.
You walk in,
Because I'm sorry, but when I go to Ex Carre, I still think about how that used to be Ponderosa. Did you know that?
Did not.
When you go to Ex Carre
Yeah.
next time,
Yeah, I knew that.
go to the
'cause we're old.
bathrooms. The signs on the bathrooms, the men and women signs, those are still the signs from Ponderosa. The sign on the back door that says fire exit only, that's from Ponderosa.
No way.
Look up at the top. When you first walk in the hostess station, right above that station, there's still the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0 sign.
What?
That was it was used for waiters or the servers to tell, when your table was ready or when you had another table coming up. That was all still remnants from Ponderosa from when I was a kid.
Man.
So recently, I learned that there are still some Ponderosas in the wild.
Where?
Yeah.
There's one in Mansfield.
Yep.
There's one in Marion, and there's one in
I'm
Columbus.
sensing some road trips.
So what
Now, the
you're
one in
saying,
Columbus is the one that I went to. And I have a thing for their wings. They're little, like, they're breaded. They're smaller wings.
Okay.
I don't know what they do to them, but they are the tastiest damn wings. They're very similar to Hooters wings in that they're like the lightly breaded wings,
I gotcha.
And they have like their own seasoning on. You don't even have to get sauce on them or anything.
Okay.
And they're on the buffet with no sauce. They're just breaded little wings.
Yeah.
I forgot they have a buffet.
But like I said, that's the main it's a salad bar is what they call it.
Dude,
But
the last time I went, I was probably like 6, and it was the one in Findlay.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I used to go to the one in Findlay all the time just for that nostalgia feel. And I know they don't have the best food, and I know I'm going to get roasted for that, but that honestly is my top favorite place to go because it just makes me feel like a kid again.
Yeah, no, I could definitely see that.
There's a lot of nostalgia there, and because it's still around, I really like going. Now, there's a couple of honorable mentions. One of them's Shake Shack or Steak and Shake.
Yeah.
The little crispy fries, the little, oh my
Dude,
God.
those fries
little
are
sandwiches.
wild. You throw that on your burger,
Oh,
bro?
they're smash burgers.
Oh,
They have
bro.
those smash burgers. They're like tiny. I could eat like 12 of them.
Dude, I go triple steak burger.
And then
every
you got to
time.
leave with a shake
Yep.
Yeah.
every time.
Always.
Oh my God.
I always go in and order my shake first, so that thing is ready.
What's depressing though is now since the pandemic, they don't have them open for dine-in anymore. Like I've not found one open for dine-in
Really?
I
forever.
thought I saw people.
I know, when we went-
Well, I haven't been since the pandemic started, so I don't know.
They probably
Like, I
are.
was about I'd say March or April of this year. I tried to go to the one in Findlay, and they were still closed.
Really?
And I was like,
this year?
Yeah, it was this year, for sure.
Huh.
I know that.
It must vary on restaurant then.
Because I love Steak and Shake. It's one of my, like, if we're in the area and there's nothing else that I would like to go to, that's yeah, for sure.
Dude, whenever I would
sit down, little, like the
Castalia.
50s diner kind of feel, you know?
Yep.
I know it's more of a local, but, well, I would
Addison's,
go.
I know. That's what I have for dinner.
No, I was going to
Delicious.
say, there's that Ralphie's too.
Ralphie's? Where's this at? What are you talking about, Ralphie's?
There's one in Findlay.
Oh, is that sports bar?
Yeah.
That used to be Ponderosa.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Huh.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah. That's, like I said, that's nostalgic
That's
for
weird.
me. Because I'll tell you right away, like, oh yeah, that used to be Ponderosa. You know that's my favorite place. It's pretty obvious. Like,
I didn't think about this because I always kind of thought of it as more of a pizza joint. But if I could change the Cracker Barrel off of mine, I would probably say East of Chicago for that same nostalgia.
East of
feeling.
Chicago.
but I'm not much of a chain restaurant guy though. Like I really don't seek out chain restaurants. When I go to other cities,
I want to find something unique.
I want to find your
More
gem,
the local.
the hidden gem.
Yeah.
Like whenever we call baseball games or basketball games or whatever, when we're packing up stuff and I'm hungry, I always ask the locals, hey, what's the local spot?
Yep.
No, I don't want to know Applebee's, none of that. I want to
Yeah.
know what's your local spot.
Like,
What's
I
the best spot
I
local?
can find Taco Bell down the road. Like,
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
we have all the normal options. I want the good stuff, you know?
Yep.
So, restaurants. We could talk like appetizers, top 3 appetizers. We could talk top 3 side dishes were some of the topics I had, but honestly, we've been like 2 hours into this now.
Yeah, I mean, that's been.
I think this is.
We've been on
I think this is
tangents.
plenty.
Yeah.
I think we got deep into this, and once again, thanks for coming on with me, Tim. It's been fun.
Yeah, thank you.
Touch the weird topics. No, I appreciate being on.
We do.
But-
We'll talk about some weird topics.
We'll save that for the grill and chill.
Yeah, I think that's definitely going to happen next week.
And now I can actually come with some material.
And did we just book an entire episode here while we were doing an episode?
So they are
because
pretty much.
we did the Chill and Grill. We're gonna debut the world premiere of your music of your song.
Yeah.
It'd be great,
I mean,
dude.
we're gonna
It's
make
be
a music
Can't get
video for
better.
your song here. I mean, live.
Bro, no cat. Like seriously, I need a canvas for Spotify, which is a 30-second clip or something. It can literally just be us grilling and chilling,
That's it.
and that'll be it. Why not?
Why not? Sounds like fun. Once again, folks, you've been tuned in to the Pulse Podcast. If you've got this far, we thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Make sure you like and share the video. Make sure you are subscribed, especially on YouTube, but also follow us on Twitch. Give us a follow on Facebook. And also give us a follow on Twitter and Instagram as well, as we've started to build our audiences on there. And hopefully soon, starting up a nice little TikTok channel. Timmy's going to teach me a little bit about how to work this TikTok angle.
Hey, Timmy's always been my connection to the younger world.
Yeah. Well, we got to have that.
We're gonna be-
Honestly, like,
that.
I'm going to be 39 this year. We got to have those guys that kind of bridge that gap to the younger
world.
generation.
By the way, you know I'm 26, right?
That's the younger world
It's
still, bro.
still the younger world. And well, you got Connor here. You're, what, 22?
21.
21?
Sorry, I
Hey,
wish
you
I
are
was-
old enough to have a beer with us. All right, good.
Hey.
All right.
I am.
We're going to have to go have a beer then.
Yeah,
We'll have to make that a chilling and grilling thing next week.
for sure.
Absolutely.
All right, well, that's going to pretty much do it, folks. Make sure you share the video. That's very important. And also tune in this Thursday as we have more coming to you live here at Studio Squared Tuesday and Thursday. Tomorrow we'll be live once again here for Mulling It Over, and on Thursday as well. No show on Saturday, no show Monday or Tuesday. So you're going to get us tomorrow and you'll get us on Thursday, and then you'll get a little break until the following Thursday. So a little bit of time off for us as we do some construction in the studio.
For the good.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
And I
definitely
mean-
going to be.
And we got to enjoy this holiday, man. There's like
Yes.
nights upon nights of fireworks around the area that
Yes.
I'm going to be trying to hit up this weekend. So.
For sure. So, once again, folks, thank you for tuning in here on Heart of Ohio Sports. You've been watching the Pulse Podcast. Thanks again. For Greg Kinn, Tim Matthews, and Connor Roush, I'm Nate Mullins signing off from Studio Squared. Thanks for tuning in here on Heart of Ohio.